to the end of 2019. And wait. We all say a toast, though.
Okay.
Cheers.
Toasties. It's hard to be on the mic and then cheers across the table with you guys, but are we going to have to wait till you say something to drink?
Yeah, I already said my toast. You say yours. We all say a toast.
Oh, we have to say a toast? We can't wait till the end? Jesus Christ.
We just... you don't want to use it on my fine wine?
To the new podcast 2019 Blowout. Woo!
And
I concur.
To health and wealth.
Yes.
And then...
And to drugs.
And then we can do it again at the end.
Oh,
okay.
Wait,
What? Do what? Drugs? Or?
Wait,
that tastes like dirt.
Like toast again when we close the episode?
Okay. The closing toast.
When we're like a little buzzed. I get it.
Yeah, that'll be really different than what we say now.
For sure.
I'm looking at this timer and we've been going for the last.
Isn't that a
2.5
Seth
minutes?
Meyers a Seth Meyers skit where he did like sort of like the hot ones thing, but instead he has drinks with people?
Man, fuck Seth.
Oh
Meyers.
yes.
Damn, really?
Wait, why fuck Seth Meyers? I didn't like him before, but
I just don't like Jimmy Fallon. I don't get. I'm cool with Seth Meyers.
We can all agree
Jimmy
on that,
Fallon's
right?
Trash.
Yeah.
Turns out
like,
Seth Meyers is
kinda
pretty
like
fucking. He's pretty woke.
He's just like I kind of like
Fucking woke people need to go back to sleep. And
We'll get to that.
Damn.
Welcome one.
Well,
Oh, shit.
Welcome all. It's happening. To episode
My butthole
50.
winked.
What is this? 55? 56?
56.
You're supposed to know, Joe.
I should have known. I'm sorry.
I think it's 56.
Welcome one. Welcome all to episode 56 of the None of Our Business podcast. We are your humble hosts, Philly fanatic, P-Money, P-Steezy, philanthropy, philosophy, sane, silent tempo, none other than Philip Lanos. We have Keenan, CNN Dunkaroos, K9, C-Section, C-Notice, C-Money, see yourself
See
out
these
of here,
nuts.
Keenan Duncan.
Hi, guys.
Tonight we have a very special guest.
True.
The various
None other than-
specialists.
Yo.
Daniel.
Deech, be my teacher for life.
Hey,
Thank you.
double D's.
I'm
Double
so
Ds.
honored to be here, guys. You have no idea. I'm a huge fan.
Awesome.
Huge fan.
And I'm Joe.
Oh, God.
Joe also dropped his phone.
It's okay. I
So
don't care.
he's gonna bend
And he
over right
dropped
now.
his
and pick
ball.
it
I
up.
don't care. I'm having fun. I'm already here.
Yay, we're having fun.
Yay.
Dropping your
Alcohol.
phone on the pod is like dropping soap in jail, Joe. Are you ready for this?
Oh, you promise?
I mean, just be ready.
Just you ready? Oh, I'm always ready.
So, welcome, Deech.
Well, thank you.
Joe's here,
Yeah,
on,
so
the, Joe's
good
here
to
on
be
the mic like,
Sucking it. Oh, is that what you were doing? Oh, Michael Jackson.
Have you guys seen that Michael Jackson video? The one, the silent one, the rapey Michael.
Yeah.
no.
You never seen the rapey Michael?
No.
What
Hey,
the
Michael
fuck?
Jackson's one of my heroes, bro. I can't watch that.
Hey,
Okay.
I can't let you talk to my guy like that, man.
Basically.
I like that.
Basically.
Okay.
Nice
Basically,
plug,
let me
nice
just
plug.
tell you what it is. Okay, so basically, they took Bad. I think the video from Bad or Smooth Criminal, one of those, and they just
Moved the
silenced.
music.
Where he's walking on the
They
street.
silenced, where he's walking down the street, and they just silenced it. No music, no nothing,
Yep.
and he's basically
Because
just
I know the
walking.
moves, it's not a good thing.
So he's basically just walking behind this chick, like,
Yeah.
hey, come here, girl. Hey, I said, come here. And
Leave
it's
the
just
man
no
alone.
music, just
He's
somebody
dead.
dubbed in, and it's fucking hilarious.
And then he goes so far as to be like, hey!
Get your ass back.
Ooh, yeah.
Are you a fan of Michael Jackson?
I am, yeah.
Everybody.
Is
Why
there
did
some-
you sound like that when you said that?
Why?
Are
Why,
you
'cause-
a fan of Michael Jackson?
Because I'm nervous when I have memories of.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have.
Oh, when you were at Neverland Ranch.
The roller coaster was fun. I
I
swear.
was not alone.
I was actually
He was
working at the
there.
Stable Center for that tour
No shit.
before he died. Yeah,
No
he was sitting
way.
up. He was rehearsing. I've seen him rehearse.
No shit. What?
Is it powerful to watch
Oh,
Michael
man.
Jackson get down there?
He's a performer, bro.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
First and foremost, he's
Wow.
a performer. He's got everything down to where he needs it to be.
Damn.
But yeah, it was crazy. I was working at Team LA store.
Had
Yes,
everything.
had. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I'm-
Whoa, my guy.
My bad.
Okay, grammar.
He's still alive in
police.
my heart, okay, Joe?
That's
Shit.
right.
He's alive in many little boys'
what's
hearts.
Hey.
Hey,
Can't
leave him
talk about
alone. Leave him
Michael.
alone, man. That's why I didn't watch that. You know.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
the
He wrote Thriller.
surviving
Yeah,
Michael Jackson.
No, man, I can't watch that.
I think
dude.
that's just stupid, though.
Yeah.
I
What?
think
To think that kids.
that surviving Michael Jackson shit. I think it's.
Well, I just blended two documentaries together, right?
Oh, are they?
It's Surviving R. Kelly.
Surviving R. Kelly, and the other one is Something Wonderland, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah.
I just want to say
my
I've never
God.
eaten pie and drank champagne all at the same time.
And you ate that whole pie. Damn.
I thought you were watching carbs. Isn't that what you said earlier?
Yeah, I was. But what am I supposed to do?
It's-
Say
They don't
no?
count. They don't count here in the pod.
And no, I'm just very appreciative of you eating my pie.
Anytime you open up your pie to me, I'm gonna take a bite.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a
You open your little
caramel
pie,
apple
little
walnut
bitch.
pie. I've had to say that many times. I remember it by heart. But
You
it's a
got it
good
now. Do you have it down pack now?
apple caramel.
Caramel or
no.
caramel?
Ooh.
Caribbean or Caribbean?
Ooh, tomato.
We all know it's tomato
It's
right
tomato.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It is. It's fucking tomato. Yeah.
But ironically, those other two,
Wow.
they're up for
They're
debate.
up in the air. Yeah, you can be whatever you need it to be. You know.
Some people like to be that. Some people don't pick a team at all.
Wait, so what were you saying about the Michael Jackson documentary? You don't believe any of it?
No, I'm not saying that I don't believe any of it.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure there are some truths, but I think a lot of it is fabricated, and the dude that's on the end of his like he didn't become a success that he wanted to, and he's like, well, I've been holding on to this, so maybe somebody will pick
That's
up on
basically
that.
something like that.
That's
Also,
what I feel. That's what I feel happened.
there's probably some production company out there that was like, we got to dig up a story
for
because we got
sure,
to.
100%.
You know how that is, man.
Because I'm not even sure I would if I had kids, I wouldn't even let them at your house, let alone someone as big as Michael Jackson. Like,
Oh shit!
Damn.
This is
now
getting
we really
awkward.
find out what he thinks about you, Joe.
Listen here, you piece of shit.
Deech gets to be here for all of it.
Jerry.
Jerry.
yeah, here's the knife.
This is all I ever
It's like,
wanted.
it turns into like a Star Wars moment. I can feel your fear and your anger.
We did
Give into
a force meld together in the car. We tried to change a street light. Yeah, we did. It kind of worked. It was close.
Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of worked.
Wow.
Kinda.
Did you like the
In
movie?
our hearts, it did.
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
it was
good
great.
movie.
It was great watching you with you guys. So,
That's
thank
true.
you.
Yeah.
Shout out, Joe, for
Did you made it on time, right? I can't remember.
I actually made it
Like, just
for
on
a
time,
few of the
huh?
previews.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Man.
Which
That was
is
fucking
crazy because
great
what
movie.
you drove like
Yeah, from San Francisco.
8
Wait,
straight
what?
hours.
Yeah.
You drove from
That
the
same
Bay?
night?
Yep. Just to make the movie, man.
Well, how far did you travel just to make this podcast?
Wow. Here it goes. Here it goes.
Far enough.
No, I'm just messing with you. That's cool. That's it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Because if it was Keenan, he would not have made it to from San Francisco to the movie. He'd been like, yeah, you know what?
I'll watch it
I'm just
here.
gonna whack off at home. I'll watch it over here.
I'll just go
Just
to Lucas
FaceTime me.
Ranch. I'll watch it over there.
Whose ranch?
Lucas Ranch, just in the Bay Area or
It
Northern
is.
Bay Area.
It's in the Northern Bay.
Yeah.
It's like
Wow.
But okay, so what are your because I know we were gonna we briefly spoke about it last week, but
Do you think everybody's seen it yet?
I don't give a fuck.
Spoiler.
I know. He almost ruined Mandalorian last week when I was listening to the episode. I was like, oh shit, I gotta
That's
take it
why
off.
I didn't respond to any of your text messages because I didn't see it yet. So I'm
You
like,
haven't seen it yet?
no, I did. I
Okay,
finally
you
did.
saw it already.
But when you're
So we can
texting
talk
in the
about it
morning,
now, right? You saw it?
No. I don't have
God
Disney
dang it.
Plus. I
Yeah,
haven't
you
even.
do.
I haven't even used the. Oh, that's right. I could just use your login, huh?
Jesus.
For
My
sure.
account is literally
we just showed him the
connected to
first,
PlayStation.
and we caught him up in almost one night of sitting. We
We
sat
did.
there.
You know what I started
thought-
watching instead? It was that show You.
What a piece of shit. He's like, you recommended something, but instead of watching that, I watched a completely
Yeah,
different show.
all of my friend girls love watching that.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
So I want to see what all these girls are watching, and it turns out that they like
It's
watching
you.
crazy
Taking notes, he's
motherfuckers.
taking
Yeah.
notes. Phil's taking notes.
Yeah, he's taking
How to
notes.
How
be
does it
a
get more
psycho
crazy?
stalker.
yeah, and still get women.
Hey man.
Yeah,
Somehow they like
Chicks
that.
Does he
yeah,
get
they
women?
like that.
He does.
He does.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
wow.
a smooth operator.
But yeah, so back to Star Wars. So you want
So, anyways,
Yeah,
fuck all that.
Let's go back to Star Wars.
you want
Okay.
a Mandalorian or the movie?
Let's start with the movie.
Okay,
Spoiler. So for maybe
major spoilers.
the next maybe
30
10
minutes.
minutes. I
30
say
minutes.
10. I don't think we're gonna
The way
take
you
that
talk
long.
about it,
I do talk about Star Wars.
and
I
we're gonna
know
talk
I-
about Mandalorian. 30
I
minutes.
love Star. Oh, you watch Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Do you care? Do you? care?
Sorry, I'm getting a message from somebody else that's supposed to be showing up a little earlier.
Oh shit! Oh, while Philly leaves, let's
Yeah.
just talk about Star Wars.
Okay. Oh yeah, perfect. Then let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Okay,
because
okay,
Philly-
Okay, Philly, you're good with that,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here. Okay. Now, I don't know what's happening.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's the first question. Are you familiar with what happened at the end?
The sacrifice?
No.
No.
What oh,
The droid sacrifice. After that. You're talking about after that. No, the saber. We were talking about that too. We were talking about the saber.
Who was talking about
me
it?
and you. Remember we were talking about the black saber? You say, "Oh, it's in the fucking Clone Wars, kid.
Yeah.
Why don't you watch that show?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sure enough, he has one at the end.
And he fucking had the dark saber.
Yeah.
Now I was telling Deech about it on the ride over here. There's only one dark saber.
In the whole universe?
In the whole
Because that one's a
universe.
blade. It's not a saber. It had a blade tip.
Yeah, it looked like a sword.
So
It was a
is.
sword style.
It's called the dark saber. It's a dark saber.
But I thought it was an actual saber with the tube and the round end on it.
No. This is called a dark saber.
Okay,
That's what it's
okay.
called. So what I was telling Deech is that the leader of the Mandalorians is the one who holds the dark saber.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So the implications are obviously since Gideon was the one that purged the Mandalorians,
right. He took
down the main house
Uh-huh.
who had it, and now he holds it.
That seems fair.
Which is crazy because that kind of foreshadows the future of what this show is going to be.
Of him going after him.
now, with Din, which is the name of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Now we know it.
Yes.
And they showed his face.
And they
Yeah.
showed his face.
Now, were
And
you
showed
hoping
his
they would
face.
show us? I kind of wasn't, because I think that'd be cool. Kind of like the Goblin Slayer. You never see it, even as the audience.
I like that you only saw it for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
and that's it.
All bloodied up.
And I'm hoping that you never see it again.
Yeah, I'm hoping
which
too.
It'll be good. It'll be
Yeah.
a nice little treat. Like, oh,
Yeah.
there he is. I already knew.
Because
what he
people would
looked like.
ask, we're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I
do
know.
they ever take his mask off?" I was like, "I'll never tell."
And he'd be like,
Prince Oberyn.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
exactly.
but yeah. So the implications of that, and now Din would actually have a goal, a reason why to take this dude down.
Oh, yeah.
because he has the dark saber, which is a huge. It's like having the crown scepter or something.
Now you don't
So-
need to be a Jedi Knight to wield this thing, right? Properly.
No, that's the thing. That's the reason why it's a dark saber, because the Mandalorians used it to fight Jedi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember they were saying that they were the enemy?
Wow. Yes. Okay. That's right. And they didn't know.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the Mandalorian Jedi War.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
So there's a war
So
between.
there was a war
all of them.
way back during like the Old Republic.
Yes. With Obi-Wan or before Obi-Wan?
way
so with
before
Yoda,
that.
the original Yoda.
Way before Yoda.
Wow,
This is
really?
like the Old Republic. This is
like the first set of Jedis.
yeah,
Like
when-
they never made a movie about this.
Yeah, they've never made a
Dude,
movie.
that'd be awesome if they
But
had something.
They have
like that.
they have a video game based on the Old Republic.
Yeah, the old
Knights of the
Republic. I
So-
gotta replay that now.
So
Fuck.
during that time is when they had like the Mandalorian,
And they had the black saber in that game.
They had
That's
the
why I
dark
knew
saber.
about it.
The
dark-
motherfucking dark
Okay,
saber.
black, dark, whatever.
Oh,
well then.
Hey, that opens a whole new world.
well, that opens a whole new world.
If he says it's okay.
So does that make you a black person or a dark person?
Yep, that was me. I did that.
He's
Yep.
more milk chocolate, actually.
I'm like the caramel apple walnut pie.
Oh, jeez.
Just as sweet too.
So that was that's what I
You
thought
guys
was
are
like
cute.
super dope.
Yeah.
and you get to see a little more of Din's little background as to why he doesn't like
His name is
droids.
Din.
Yeah,
They released his name.
You
finally.
find out that his name is
Bitch, I don't know that yet.
You said you didn't care.
That's true. I
It
probably
is-
won't
it's
even
on the
watch
record.
it.
You'll
I
probably still
probably
watch. It's a good
won't
show.
see it until I go visit Joe again. Like,
All
in
right,
like
then
2 years.
then we'll cut the conversation about
Okay,
that.
okay.
We
Nah,
already got
fuck
to the
with you,
nitty gritty of
We're
it.
past 15 minutes of
nitty
combo, so we got 15
Damn.
more. Yeah.
All right, so then we can head over to Rise of Skywalker.
So there was
Yes.
a whole war though. What the fuck?
yeah, the
That's cool.
Mandalorian. The
So where is this
Mandalorian
from?
Jedi War.
Is it from the game or is it from the books? Where did
No,
that come
it's-
from?
Yeah, it's from Legends. It's like the novels and
Novels,
Like
just-
the lore
okay.
and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
So then it's technically not
It's technically
canon?
legend, but I mean, now that Disney's opening up all these other doors,
So they might
could
bring some
potentially
canon
talk
stuff
about
that
it
was
again.
canceled.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So actually, I think the Mandalorian Jedi War is canon because I want to say that they talked about it in Clone Wars
Okay.
in the cartoon show.
Okay.
I think there's a conversation about it because
Saber
some of the
shows up.
Jedis
Yeah.
go to Mandalore to kind of help rescue Mandalore. And
The
they
name
don't
of
want
the
their
planet
help
is
because they're
Mandalore?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mandalore is the name of the planet.
And their race is also called Mandalorian.
They're Mandalorians.
That's the that's the name of the clan,
but
right?
it's the name of the clan too.
Yeah.
There is a
So it's like a
race of
Saiyan
Mandalorians.
and Planet. No, it's Planet Vegeta. never
Because
mind.
he's not from Mandalore. He was
Yeah.
fuck.
Adopted,
not halfling,
rescued.
foundling.
Yeah.
He's a foundling.
Yeah, that's right. Using technical terms.
Wait, so you think it's worth watching the Clone Wars? If
Yes,
you're-
I need to go back and
Okay.
watch
The animated series.
I honestly,
Both of them,
guys,
right?
you're probably gonna get more story about Star Wars than you've ever gotten if you watch Clone Wars, Rebels. Not so much Resistance. It's good, but
You
it's
don't
not
like it?
there.
It's not-
I feel like I've underestimated how important Star Wars is to Joe, like over the years.
I don't see why. 'Cause I always talk about it.
I went to go see the movie Uncut Gems,
bait
and then
mission.
I was like, "Yeah, it's like the best movie of the year." And Joe was like, "I don't know about all that, brother." like he was like, "Wow, I don't know about all
Slow
that."
your roll.
You know, and then I'm putting a few things together.
No, but no. I didn't mean it in reference to Star Wars. I meant it like there have been some amazing movies. Like The Joker was an amazing movie.
That's true. I haven't seen that yet. That's right.
Parasite was an amazing
Oh,
movie.
amazing.
Like, there are
Wow.
a lot of good movies.
I
That
need to
came
get on
out
that.
this
Yeah,
year.
that's
I
right.
like
That's
Knives
right.
Out. I like
So
that one.
I mean, I haven't seen Uncut Gems yet, but
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't
That was great.
imagine. You liked it?
I haven't watched it. I
Oh,
heard
you
it
haven't
was
What
good.
about 1917? You gonna go see that?
Oh,
Yeah, we're
1970,
definitely gonna
but
see
that's
it.
next year though. That
No, it came
comes
out
It is
Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Oh,
Remember
really?
we saw that poster
Oh,
and
shit,
it
I
said
gotta watch it
the
then.
greatest
Yeah.
movie of
We
the
do have
year,
to.
and we're
Oh,
like,
yeah, we're
it
like, where
just
did
came
we
out.
Really?
That's probably
Yeah.
gonna be a really good movie. I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch it.
Yeah.
hell
Okay.
Nice.
But did you like the film Philly as a non-Star Wars?
Oh no. I mean, I like Star Wars. I do.
yeah,
I
but
do.
you're not as much as into it as Joe
I
is.
definitely don't know I think the furthest I go is like I found out in passing that there's such a thing as gray Jedis.
There are gray Jedi's.
What do you mean, like,
Ahsoka Tano, which was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan.
yeah?
She was a gray Jedi. Well, she could be considered a gray Jedi because she disconnected herself from the light side and the dark side. So she's a good example.
Is
of a
that
gray Jedi.
what Rey does at the end of Am I spoiler? Are we spoiling?
No,
things
we're
here?
talking
Okay.
about it.
Yeah,
this
we're
is,
talking about it.
this
Fuck
is
it.
spoiler full.
Was that what
This is
that
a
gold
spoiler full
lightsaber
episode.
was?
No,
That was
okay.
yellow or gold? Gold.
So the thing about the
Basically.
lightsabers, I'm super geeky today.
Why would it
I'm
be a yellow
nerd.
saber, Keenan?
Okay, so the thing about the lightsaber is that your kyber crystal, you don't choose your kyber crystal. Your
It
kyber
chooses
crystal
you.
Chooses
Yep,
you.
yep, yeah.
Plymouth
So-
Rock didn't land on that.
the crystal is what emanates the light. You know.
Right.
So the kyber crystal really the only ones who have red lightsabers are Sith, and that's because they make the crystal bleed. That's why it turns red, because it's an unnatural saber.
Interesting.
So
That's some dark shit.
a Sith saber is only red because they bleed this.
What about the
They don't-
dark one?
They choose it. You know, they choose the crystal, and they decide to do. what
Imagine
to
being
do with
so
it.
evil you make rocks bleed. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah,
awesome.
So a Jedi could be
He
any
said that would
color,
be pretty
really.
awesome. Would you
Yeah.
be a Sith, Keenan, if you got a chance?
Yeah,
He
you would.
looked at a
Totally
room.
would.
Am I in a
Look at
room
him.
of Jedi?
Look at his greed-filled eyes. Fucking greed and resentful. Look at him.
Only
He's
'cause
bleeding,
Only because
Sith.
you made me this way, Joe.
Oh, I did.
yeah. You were my master,
Maybe.
and now you turn.
Oh,
The power.
you were
The
Palpatine.
What is it? What is it? What the something of two?
Keenan
it
is the
called?
Phantom Menace.
Actually, the Phantom Menace was Palpatine. Just in
Really?
case. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Oh
what
yeah,
that
there was that whole like
Yeah, Palpatine
rumors.
is the mouth.
He's the
Some,
Phantom
somebody
Menace.
said it was Jar Jar Binks and shit.
Ah,
And there's like series of YouTube videos
to make it. That's funny.
where they investigate how easily Jar Jar pretends to be a fool, but he overcomes and escapes so many impossible situations.
Well, speaking of that,
That's
I mean,
true.
I really
That is
think
true.
the original.
you guys
Star-
are like, wait a minute.
he was a great Jedi.
Gotta read the
I
fan
think the
fiction
original
now.
Star Wars was actually about R2D2 and C3PO's journey. They're the first ones you see on screen. They're the last ones you see on screen.
Whoa.
And every element and scene they're in. They're not. There's no scene where they're not in with the other characters. I feel as a hidden gem of what Phantom Menace is Palpatine.
Fuck out of
If you go back and watch A New Hope, you'll see that the story basically is around them two.
Oh, you must feel all high and mighty on your fucking high horse of information.
eat a dick.
What else
you.
can you tell us? Oh, great one.
Eat a dick pie
Eat a
How did
dick
this
pie
happen?
with
I was-
walnuts.
with your walnuts and caramel.
He was like, I'm trying to
jizz.
contribute to the conversation.
Yeah,
All right,
you
all right,
turn
all
to get. This is why I'm a Sith. All right.
Oh, he admits it.
He's been pushed. All
were mean to me.
So what kind of okay, so let's talk about what you liked or didn't like from Rise.
Oh, I'll give that away easy. We'll start with you though.
All right.
I know.
Give him to him,
I-
Deech. Come on.
I mean, Can't say that I was extremely surprised that she was a Palpatine, but that was dope. That when you find out that that's her backstory.
I agree.
And then, like, for it to come full circle back to Tatooine, and then for her to be like, "I'm a Skywalker."
Yo,
fuck.
some shit happened to me when
Yo,
she
me
said
too.
that. I was like,
Me too.
The fans always wanted her to be, since she came on the scene, they're like, "Oh, is she the daughter of Luke or something?"
Right, that's
they
what I
always
thought,
wanted her to
yeah.
be a Skywalker.
now I don't know if you guys know this, but in Star Wars lore, technically Jedi or Force users are considered Skywalkers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before the Skywalker name came in, and there was Luke Skywalker, Anakin, and all those Skywalkers, a Jedi was actually considered a Skywalker.
Huh.
Like that was just the name they were
Yeah,
given.
they were Skywalkers. So technically, Jedi
Because they can, like, walk
technically
on the
Rey
sky?
is a Skywalker.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not exactly sure why they're called Skywalkers, but that was the actual name that they had.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Like in like
I just don't
before the
understand why
before
they had
time.
to squeeze in a love story into Star Wars. Like, does it always have to have love, man?
Well, there was
Life
no
doesn't-
love in the first
life
episode.
doesn't always have to have love, you know?
That was an awkward scene though between them.
with Ben.
Yeah, Ben and Ray.
Yeah,
I was. That was
I don't
my
see any
shock.
chemistry. Do you guys see any
Here's the
chemistry?
thing,
No, I
though.
didn't.
Well,
Here's the thing.
They hinted
But
at
then
it.
they went through a life and death situation,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when girls.
Not only that, but remember,
They healed each other.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you're
He
about
kn-
to have
That's
sex.
true.
He knew what to do.
You can-
they were about to get down if he didn't
It
die.
was so
Oh, hell
powerful.
yeah.
He had to leave.
He was like,
I can't handle it.
Saber. I'll show you my lightsaber.
Yeah.
Here's my
Yeah.
Kyber crystal.
red.
Yeah. The love scene they.
My Kyber crystal has chosen you.
Ooh, that line should work. I'm gonna go to Comic-Con and use that.
pretty good. My Kyber crystal has chosen you.
Just hand them one. Light up.
Billy. Okay,
Yeah.
so shit. What was I just gonna? Okay, so the reason that I'm not mad that Ben and Ray had that intimate moment at the end,
Yeah.
was because technically they are two of one piece.
Yeah, that's
They're
right. They
two of
shared
one.
each other. Yeah.
You know, so they had. I mean, from Last Jedi, they had a super strong connection. Where they
yeah,
could be
they're-
in two
they're-
different places, but be together at the same
They're a
time.
split soul, right?
You know, they're split soul. That's exactly right. So
I used to
so-
think I had someone who was my split soul.
Oh my god. I'm right here. What are you talking about?
And, you know, just people like to believe things, you know? You can convince yourself of almost anything.
Hey
Oh,
man,
man.
love is love.
Especially
is love.
when so many other things are out of sight, my man.
Oh yeah, brother. I heard that. Oh, sorry, Keenan. I know it's been a while, buddy.
Google. Now, the one thing, speaking of love in Star Wars, the one thing they should have did, and this is what I'm upset about, is that they didn't connect the Finn and Rey interracial love connection that
man,
they
I
sort of
would've loved
hinted
that,
at
dude.
in the
Honestly,
yeah, that
first
would've
one.
There's still
tight.
time, man.
Yeah.
I would have loved that.
Since the other guy's out of the way because he died.
That's the only way we can get a
That'd be great.
chance.
He
Very
just slides in
convenient.
like,
Very
yeah,
convenient.
I know you kind of just went through something traumatic, girl.
Rest your head on my shoulder.
damn. He left you, didn't he? He did. Have you guys seen that? He did it to you again, didn't he? You're the best friend sliding in like, damn. Come here, girl. I'll
Fuck.
take care of you.
Yeah.
I'll never
He
leave
did
you.
it again, didn't he?
That shit made me laugh so hard I gotta go blow my nose out. Dude.
I'm that dude.
Yeah.
He did it to
But
you.
I was
again,
telling
didn't
Joe
he?
at the end of the movie, like if they showed two women kissing at the end of the scene, why can't this black dude kiss the main character? Like, what's so
I completely
what's so
feel you.
shameful about that? Like, it sucks.
Trust me, nobody wanted
I
that
don't-
romance
yeah.
more than me.
I wanted
me
it
too.
bad.
I agree.
Yeah,
I would have loved
But they
that.
had a nice moment at the end. The three of them just
They
hugged
did.
they
each
did.
other.
They did.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a chance.
I feel
that,
like honestly, I feel like Poe was wasted.
Wasted?
I feel like Poe was wasted. Yeah.
Wasted. Like,
His character?
yes.
Like
That's right.
he
didn't get
his
used
character was
much.
wasted. No, it
They
was a
did him
waste.
good in the first one. No, yeah, with his connection with Finn, like the buddy
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, I even liked him a little more in
The second one,
in Last Jedi. I think.
Yeah,
But he was just wasted. I mean, they gave him a fake little love story with Carrie.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie, what's her name?
shit, the one with the helmet.
Yeah, I can't
The
remember.
Felicity
Spice
chick.
Runner.
What's her name?
She's on the show Felicity.
Yeah, she was Felicity.
Oh fuck, really?
yeah.
She's
She's in The Americans. What's her name?
something Jones, right?
Carrie. Fuck.
Russell.
Russell.
Carrie Russell.
Carrie
Yeah,
Russell.
Carrie Russell.
Carrie Russell.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. And they also did what's her name?
They should have given them that. I like the scene at the end though when he was like,
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
That would get me
It was
every
like,
time. I was
alright.
like, hey. She's like, no, but you know they're gonna do it.
She wanted it.
oh, she gonna give him the good one. He's gonna be good. But yeah, I'm kind of sad that Finn didn't get his moment of love.
Yeah,
I really would've wanted
three movies and still not even like a peck. You just get a handshake and a hug.
He should have been the damsel in distress.
Yeah, but
Which is what they did in the first.
Yeah.
Ray was the one saving him,
Yeah.
and that's when I started. That was when I saw the beginning of the narrative across movies change in terms of how women are now the hero, which is cool. Like I'm like, okay, but I from that moment on, I called it and I saw it, and so many other movies have come out since, and that's good because let's face it, guys have been the hero in every movie
they're flipping
since
the
the
game.
beginning
Yeah,
of time.
Is that before the Ghostbusters with the chicks in it?
I think so, because after that,
Ocean's 8 was before Ghostbusters.
Okay.
yeah, that's
No, it
also
wasn't.
true.
Yes, it was.
Ocean's 8? No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Well, there's clearly a way to solve this if we want to go to IMDb.
I know, just
but,
IMDb.
I'm
but
in
for
IMDb.
sure.
but do we
Okay.
really want to go there? Like, who's right? Who's
I mean,
wrong?
I'm
What is it?
right. Keenan's always wrong.
I
All
couldn't
right,
care
fine,
less.
whatever.
That might be the name of this episode.
He's like, I guess I'm just not gonna check it.
Yeah.
Why'd you stop looking?
You hurt his feelings, man.
He's like, fuck.
But also Terminator, because she was the hero, the mother.
Since back in the day. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then you have Aliens. I mean, it's not as prominent now from the whole Me Too movement and SJWs and stuff, but there was a few along the way. It just became more prevalent in the 2000s.
It became more obvious.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like it's
Way
It's
more.
great. It's great.
It's
I
great.
just wish they'd get paid more.
Yeah. So now
true.
you're the hero.
Oh
but
well,
you
yes,
get paid less.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still talking about movies. I thought we were
Yeah.
talking about social justice warriors.
Oh no.
Oh well.
No,
Which is a whole different story.
Yeah, it's a whole can of worms.
I have my moments, but at the same, do we want to go into that? No, are we still talking about
Well,
Star
first,
Wars?
It's
keep it light, let's
easy.
keep it light.
Everyone.
And we're men. What can we really say about a women's cause? You know what I mean?
we can help and
we
support.
we can say one thing that's true. Everyone is a fucking hypocrite.
Yes.
100%.
I concur,
Yes.
Dr. Phil.
That's hey.
Everyone is a
100%.
fucking hypocrite.
Pretty much.
100%. I'm with you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not me,
the
though.
more
Oh, you fucking- God.
the more I try to ignore that fact and just be like, nah, there's no way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, people will find ways.
Yeah.
People might even be creative in the way that they're hypocritical.
And sometimes they'll hide it and they'll deny it and say, no, I never did that or I never seen that or blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you're human. Humans can lie. Humans can have secrets. It's possible. There's nobody
Everyone
has
has
everything out in the open.
secrets.
Yeah. Playful secret.
Isn't it weird they say that
Playful
whispering is
secrets.
harder on the vocal cords than singing and
It is?
speaking?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you add more tension to your vocal cords.
Talk about abusive.
Whisper.
I'm. It's because.
Okay.
It's because.
It's low.
It's because I hate myself.
I thought there's less air
God.
coming out.
What's that BDSM or what's that?
Oh, ASMR.
ASMR BDSM.
What's the
Oh, Joe.
What channels are you watching, Joe?
bro?
with this the whisper porn?
Here we go.
Hey, have you guys ever considered doing porn? Has anyone here ever been like, you know what, I could go into porn?
And I'm like, raise my hand slowly.
Wait, what was the
I
question?
Have you ever
Hey,
considered
consider
going
doing
into porn? Like,
Absolutely.
Have you ever been like, damn, I'm broke.
See,
I should just go into porn.
Well,
Like, fuck it.
I do it if I had a bag over my head.
You know, the younger
They could
me.
just shoot you from like below your
That's
head.
what you think, but see, I don't know if they'll be sneaky
right.
and like do a little pop up and like, you motherfuckers.
No. I was on Tinder and I got matched up with this chick who was like posting stuff like, oh, I make videos, you know, you can sell them, blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you want, you can just come over and we can make videos. Like, okay.
Wait a minute. Who is
I
this
wanna do
chick?
that.
And why haven't you told me
No,
about
but
it?
I found
Keenan's
out
like,
it's
put
like
me in touch, bro.
It's a scam because they ask you to like go to this site to pay like $1
That's
to
right.
get your
Okay,
username
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
bitch, I'm
yeah,
fucking born
okay,
yesterday. But I mean, if that was true,
But I would've
she was like, you can come over and we could just film. Like, you get a certain profit.
He said, bro,
Yeah.
I
was
would
like,
have done
I
it.
am down. And then she said, oh, but I just need you to make. Oh, no, fuck.
Yeah. If I don't have to show my face, I do it. In a heartbeat, I do it.
I mean, they can always
Why?
like.
I don't know, because I feel like I might be an important, prominent figure in society later on in life. And I like
which universe?
Keenan, you didn't even believe that.
No. You know what's funny is that's
suck a
everyone's
fat
reason.
one, Joe.
That's everyone's reason for not going into porn. Because it's my heart me
it
later.
can come back to you. Yes, you never know.
That's the only reason no one actually does it. They're like, so the people who do it, damn,
they know they
have guts.
Yeah, but aren't sex tapes kind of the same thing?
Yeah,
And sex tapes have been giving people a whole new path.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Of exposure.
There's a lot of people who.
That's true, but that's an exposure in a different way. Like I don't know if I'm trying to get a job at Disney or something like that. It may not work out.
You know what sucks is there are actually like B-list, C-list celebrities who tried to make a mixtape to skyrocket.
Yeah,
and it just didn't work out for them. Not only was there did I say mixtape or sex tape?
You said mixtape. I was like, I don't know anybody.
I mean, I get it.
Okay. I mean,
a mix of sexual activities tape.
That reminds me. I remember I downloaded and installed the video editing app. So now I can take my library of porn and make my own like compilation videos.
Compilation.
All right, Keenan, I'm with you, buddy.
Hey, that's gonna be the name of this episode.
Next season?
Boner Jam 6.
Boner Jam 6.
Yo.
That's hilarious because Joe's seen my library catalog and he knows one of my folders.
You catalog your porn.
Oh, he does. He has it categorized: white girls, black girls, big tits.
White girls with black girls.
Yeah. Do you remember the name of the folder that you saw?
No, I don't.
He
remember.
laughs his laugh. So I'll let this announcement because I thought it was funny. But one of the folders was called Nutbuster 11.
He's so proud of
So
that.
that means there's 10 of them prior.
Wow.
You know, I didn't think about it until you said it.
I don't know whether to be impressed
There were
or
there were 10
afraid.
prior. This was just his 11th version. He's like, okay, I've added 3 new videos.
This one is guaranteed.
This is now compilation 11.
This is guaranteed to help you bust almost immediately. So what's the point of
fine-tuned
the
it.
compilation?
There's a science to it. There's a science to busting your nut, and he's fine-tuned it.
He's mastered it. It's like 5.7 seconds.
Hell yeah.
And it's a wrap.
I'm gonna
It's
text
just
you my
it's just a
email.
series of images.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Keenan?
Oh my god!
I feel ashamed of myself.
You offered
so
up
proud of yourself.
11, huh?
Oh
That's
man,
There's more than 11. That's for damn sure.
mixtapes. That was just the
Shit.
folder you saw.
I was being figuratively.
Oh my!
So Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rose. It's so funny how the internet and the people in the backlash from the second one where they disliked her horribly, where she got like hate mail and hate.
Who's Rose?
Rose was the Asian character that was in the film.
Why?
They just didn't like the way her performance on the movie.
In Last Jedi?
Last Jedi. They hated it so much that she had to
What?
cancel a lot of her accounts. And it was funny. It was crazy to see how little dialogue and interaction she had in the movie. Because I was like, damn,
Yeah,
the internet really
really,
fucked her
like-
over.
But why?
They didn't like her for Finn,
Yeah.
for one. Because they saw, I mean, in Last Jedi, they were trying to.
This is what I'm getting at. Like, why does it always have to be about romance?
It doesn't. It shouldn't.
I mean, I wanted Finn to be with Rey, but I'm not going to send a hate mail to the actor.
One thing remains true of all sci-fi movies: they're not diverse. In fact, if they're diverse in any way, it's only that there are aliens. But they'll have aliens sooner than they will everyone who actually exists on this fucking planet.
Usually the B movie science flicks will have some racial people in there. Yeah. It's like lower budget
To
stuff.
this day,
Well,
like,
but that's
I
what
think it's whack.
that's why I give Star Wars and even Star Trek. Fuck you guys if you guys have anything to say about it.
Damn.
But I do give them credit because they try to they really do make an effort to diversify their cast.
They had the first black female character,
yeah,
right? In
Star
the original,
Trek had like
in the
one of the
original
first
Star-
black
yeah.
female
and television.
main character or a recurring cast or whatever it was. But yeah, so they've actually made an effort to diversify.
You know, it's funny. Keenan and I were talking about this over food. There really has been this sort of like conditioning for us to expect. The way I said it blatantly was, I feel like we've been conditioned to love one type of skin color over all others. You know what I mean? And it's like
which one is that?
Like, yeah, I don't want to go into that directly and say that, but I feel like there's a degree of like we've been programmed to hate anything or see other things other than that one as less than. And like I understand there have been movements to sort of push that, and it sucks because I think it's stupid because it's like saying it's like that Rick and Morty episode, the new one, where he was like, yeah, all those snakes argue over the color of their snake skin. You know what I mean? And because it's true.
Can you imagine that?
Right? Because there were like all 6 billion, 7 billion of us on this planet. Mm-hmm. And you know what sucks is like then science will go and say, well, yeah, no, and it's also scientifically proven that we prefer I forget what the term was, but anything closer to the way we are, we do have a preference for,
our
right?
species.
For sure.
And then, you read books like The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins, and it talks about the same thing where we seek to sort of replicate, whether it's we want people to act more like us, to like the same things as us. Our genetics do the same thing. It's all about finding that like attracts like and multiplying that. Yeah. And it sucks, man, because like here we are on one end, we believe that everyone should be more united, more equal, and this and that. And yet everything in our biology says that there are people who are faster, who are stronger, who are smarter, or everything in our environment is designed to separate us and to divide us. And yet psychologically, all of us are constantly battling to make ourselves more united, to make ourselves more available to other people, to try to fight the grain. It's just like the very idea of us being alive, even though we know we're dying and we're constantly trying to live when we're trying to die. Like just being alive is so fucking courageous, man.
Do you think about that? Like, yeah, the thought of like, I exist. Like,
I take that shit
here.
for granted.
I know you do, Joe.
I take that shit for granted.
Joe's like, I don't know how I still exist.
Bro,
I mean,
do you have those
I
moments
love life
where,
a lot.
where you're like, you're doing something mundane and you're just like, shit, I am here, in this whatever. I am here.
Yeah, just
like,
that
like,
idea
I am
alone.
here.
no, I should be dead by now. Like I should have died at least twice.
Jesus.
No, for real.
He's like specifically remembering time. I should have died.
Yep. No,
Damn.
No.
It's crazy.
That's how bad it is. Yesterday I was like, man, I've been sober for a while, like, like on that straight and sober path.
Yeah,
and
way to end that tonight.
And yeah. And I was like, fuck, I think I get why people stay fucking high. Because you know me, like I really tried to do the straight and narrow thing. Mm-hmm. I've really, really made the effort. And I was like, I totally empathize with why people stay blunted, stay snuffed up, stay pilled out. Life is fucking hard.
yeah, it's hard, man.
What's that like,
especially
Joe?
around. I wouldn't know. I have a great life. I lead a kick-ass life. No, come on, but for I mean, it has its stripes for sure. But none of it is more prevalent than around this time, especially like the holidays. You get to really reflect on your life and what you're actually doing here. That's why like the suicide rate is so high. Like in this season, because people are like, "Fuck, I don't have anything," I don't have family. That's what makes it tougher around this time. But of course, people reflect on life.
But why this time and not like
because
July
of the
8th?
camaraderies? Because of the camaraderie.
Because where the parties, the party invitations.
Because you see all the families together. You see people buying for other people. You know. So, and if you don't have that, or if you don't participate in that all the time, you're like, damn.
But it's crazy how that's
big...
one out of the year, like all 365 days, you're totally cool with being alone. But this one day just somehow reminds you of like,
it's because we're cultural creatures, and when you suddenly see that you're not capable for whatever reason to be part of the culture, like even if you wanted to, let's say there are extraneous circumstances, like me with I have 18 siblings, right?
Holy shit!
No, and my parents aren't around. No matter how hard I ever try, I will never. Ever be able to have all of my family in one place at the same time.
Shit, I can't even do that to 4 people that I
know.
know.
I know.
Yeah.
And so I can look at things like that, as I'm sure other people do, and then get down. Or I can look at the fact that I know materialistic things aren't everything, but like bullshit aside, I could be mad about I don't have a girl anymore, or my family this
Guilty.
or that. But then I look at like how kick-ass like the rest of my life is, and I'm like, fuck. I wrote down on 2 pieces of paper the bad things that happened this year and the good things that happened this year. After one of the episodes, we talked about that. I took the time to like sit there and really think about it.
Right?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah. Dude,
We gotta do his.
my list of good things that happened to me was twice as long as the bad things
That's
that happened to me.
good.
That's
But
good.
the bad things that happened to me fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like, so is it quantity or quality?
That's quality.
But do the bad things make you appreciate the good things that happen, or is it like
That happened to me.
Honestly, one of my biggest, for example, one of my biggest achievements, and I'll end it here. One of my biggest achievements was like I got an acting agency. That's like 80% of the work that an actor strives to do, right?
well, congrats,
Yeah.
man.
And the minute I got it, I was like, oh, all right. So, anyways, like
Back
you
to
know,
work.
Whereas I just like dropped it like it's hot, you know, like everything else I do. But that's what I'm saying. Like there is a thing I think in people that just constantly seeks to fucking, you know,
More.
yeah, no matter what. There's like a fucking selfishness or
I think that's everybody.
ungratefulness.
I think it's like your drive though, because just from listening to the podcast episodes that I've listened to, I feel like you do have that drive to always want to be a better version of yourself, always do better, always do more. Because you know,
He completely
I'm not talking to you,
is-
Joe.
I'm agreeing. He's that dude. He's like,
but yeah,
he's
okay,
always going
Billy.
to improve.
Joe-
himself.
Joe
There's a lot
means
of-
it in love.
Yeah, a
I
lot
do.
of the
No,
things
I
that you
absolutely
say,
mean it.
a lot of things that you say, and I'm just like, oh shit, this really makes a lot of sense. I'm like, Phil really thinks a lot about shit like this. You know, how to be a better person, what steps you can take to do better and be better to your friends and stuff like that.
And you know what? And you know what's crazy is in no way has that made me more appealing to the ladies.
That's
If
true.
anything, it's worked against me in that
Really?
department. Yeah,
because you're so like gung ho and just like about improving yourself,
dude.
fuck
if I
them,
showed you,
dude.
if I showed you my phone right
They can't
now,
handle
Oh, he
you.
does. He does.
yeah. If I showed you my phone right now, there's no one there, dude. Like this hit
I'm
me
there.
all at the end of the year. I realized there's
But can he fuck you?
Yeah. I
Oh,
said
I
that's
mean, I guess he could.
he's like, I mean, it's been a while, so
you know my history, Philly.
no,
there is none.
it got so bad that I started looking at other people and I'm like, look, I'm not trying to say I'm the shit, but like that dude fucking sucks,
Oh,
and he's
no, I
getting
feel you, bro.
laid.
I
You know what I
feel
mean?
you.
Yeah.
And so then you watch TV shows where they say, you know, the smarter you are, the less happy you are.
that's also true. I mean,
Really?
I am a very unhappy person. I'm smarter than everybody. in
look
this
at
room.
Keenan.
Whoa! You just
Hey, your
Let me
degree
3 times.
doesn't mean shit here, bro.
I wasn't talking about my degree.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
I
sorry.
was talking about my street smarts.
Oh, everybody.
Even he was like, come on, Keenan.
Hey, that's gonna be the name of this episode: mixtape, sex tape, and street smarts.
Did
I
you
thought
know
it was
he,
compilation.
Deech is actually from the Bay?
No shit.
I'm not from the
Partially?
Bay, but I
Oh,
lived in
Joe.
the Bay for about 4 years.
Were
Which
you
isn't
there-
long enough.
Were you there in between 2003 to
Well, I look like an
2011?
asshole.
I was there from 2011 to 2014.
Oh, so I left as soon as you got there.
Yeah.
So just because of that,
Thank
now it doesn't
God.
matter to Keenan.
I know. I was there for a good almost
I
10
haven't,
that's a
years.
good-
I haven't
yeah,
been
that's
to the
good
Bay
much
at all yet.
Ever?
I
No.
moved to New York and all kinds of shit, but
Fuck New York.
And we
before I-
got to take Philly to the Bay, especially like a road trip episode,
Yeah,
and meet up with
yeah.
Joe, and then finish the episode
So
there.
real talk, Keenan, even before like he's been wanting to do a road trip episode
For real.
since he
Which we
jumped
are gonna
onto the
do.
podcast.
It's not to say that we're not going to do it. We are.
We're gonna do like a
And we sort of
half-ass one.
promised him a lot of times that we would. And then whenever
Never
it came
gonna
around,
happen.
we were like poor parents who were just like,
I
you
get
know what,
so
this year,
excited.
just
Next
can't do
time,
it.
buddy. Next time.
We'll do
Next
it
year, I'm
next year, okay,
just
bro?
filling my food, just like whatever.
But you guys promised it was going to be this year.
That's what you said last year when Biggs and I forgot the other person.
What did your
Tampa left? When
What
Biggs
did your
and Tampa
parents?
left.
What did your parents say when it just wasn't something they could do for you?
You ain't
when,
having
when you were a kid.
They would just not do it.
Yeah, they just.
There no
There were never any
explanation
promises.
offered.
Yeah,
to me.
no. They
That
say,
sucks.
they
My
say
dad
get
would always
better
be.
grades.
My dad would always be like, "Oh yeah, when I get my big check." Every time, dude.
No, I knew my parents didn't have a lot of money, so it was cool.
Yeah, I knew my parents were poor. It was a big deal.
I worked around it. That's why I'm so
Damn.
imaginative. I had imaginary friends.
I actually didn't know. I didn't know how poor we were. I would go to school and I would just notice that kids had like instruments, and I'd be like, damn, how come I'm not in a music class?
What does
Well, the school
You should have been born in
provides
Korean because
instruments.
every Korean kid has to learn an instrument.
no shit?
Yeah, I learned
Damn.
violin.
What?
I played for like 10 years, man.
No shit. Are you all
Yeah.
badass like Mary Ben Ari and
Not
shit?
anymore. I had too many drugs. My joints are all fucked
shit,
up and shit. I don't even know if like my fingers can fiddle. They
Damn.
can fiddle, all right.
Hey.
Chagia, what's up?
But yeah.
Damn. So if we handed you a violin right now, it'd just
Oh, I
be
can
all.
play some. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can play some.
Damn.
He come in. Then some Dr. Dre comes out and shit.
That's
He
crazy.
gets gong pay on us and
And
shit.
now, did you get a chance to pick your instrument? Your parents like, no,
No,
violin.
no, I didn't get to choose shit. When I was
Wow.
a kid.
That's how it is, huh?
The hip hop violin.
That's how it is. Huh?
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, okay, you play the piano, you play the violin, and you play the flute or something.
Damn.
Is it they just like randomly chose?
Yeah, so I played the violin, my sister played the piano, my brother played the violin and the piano.
Okay.
Damn.
And
is he the oldest?
He's the youngest.
And there's
Oh, shit.
there's no like, oh, you can play the guitar, like electric guitar, drums,
Oh no,
or
I could have done anything aside from the violin, but I had to do violin. That was like the thing.
whoa.
Yeah, so I played a little guitar. but
Why is this
that's for praise team at church?
why is this a cultural thing? Like, is there something that it makes you do or become when you?
It I
Like-
don't know what it is, but I think it's
Like, what's the
just,
This is like a
history behind
discipline
it?
thing.
a lot of it is the discipline. Practicing an hour every day, if
Yeah.
not more. But also, it was just like we need to be better than all the other Korean families out there. So you better be fucking great.
You
at
know
your
what?
instrument.
Oh,
All
shit.
my homies growing up, because I went to uni. I don't do.
Yeah, I know uni,
Yeah. All my Korean homies, they all told me the same. Every time I hang out with, like, because I always make like a close friend. They'd always tell me the same thing. Don't trust other Koreans.
Yeah, yeah.
They
No,
always-
man. They'll be like, "Oh, you know, Mrs. Kim's kids got into Harvard."
Oh shit.
Like, fuck Miss Kim and fuck her kids. That guy's a loser. He's never had a girlfriend. He's got pimples all over his fucking face.
He's never even got
And
a
he's a-
dick suck.
What a loser.
And he can't even
Wait,
play
why did you
ball.
look at? Did you look at me when you said that?
I looked straight,
Oh.
Keenan. I didn't even look at you.
Oh.
Keenan
I know
is-
you
I
got
think
your
there's
dick wet.
something. Keenan,
Jesus.
Keenan, you are somebody, man.
Am I? Thank
Are you that
Thank you.
somebody?
But you're not just anybody.
Trust me, the next girl I get, you guys will all know about it.
Oh, I'm pretty
Wow.
sure. You're
Keenan, why would you say that on the podcast? Now, any girl who was even thinking about hooking up with you
You're
is like,
oh,
he's gonna
I'm
tell
put
them
on
about
blast.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell. I'm gonna FaceTime him.
Which is weird though, because you know
Keenan.
girls tell each other everything,
Yep.
but they'll get mad if you go around. You're like,
Yeah.
Why would you talk to your friends about me? Because you did
everybody's
the
a
same goddamn
fucking
thing.
hypocrite.
Double
dude.
standards,
What
bro.
is true? I've been in many circles where the girls will talk about other
Keenan,
dudes.
not with food in your mouth, man.
You're disgusting.
Sound like you're
Wait,
dick in your
shit.
mouth, bro.
Look
Let
at
me-
you.
Let me swallow. Hold on.
Yeah.
Gargle that shit.
Oh God,
Chewy that. Give me a Chewbacca.
You got some on your chin.
Keenan just spilled it all into a. Yeah, it's not safe to eat or drink.
Is that hair gel?
You're like, God damn it.
Oh God, now it's all over my clothes. That's gonna leave a stain.
Oh my god.
That is phenomenal. Look at that.
You know, even the dry cleaner can't get that one out.
We're having so much fun.
This is great. This is everything I expected and more.
Dude, and then like you grow up like in a Latin household and it's just discipline for no fucking reason. It's not even like it's not even like an instrument. It's just shut the fuck up, stay there, don't do anything, and whatever you do, fear me.
Damn. I had a very different experience. It was just like, it is what it is. It's weird.
Yeah.
Got to play games, watch TV, but the homework was very serious though. Just like, just do the work. Damn, that sucks. Just do the
I
work.
kind of raised myself. you know,
Yeah?
So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I you know,
I
and
came out pretty kick-ass, didn't I?
in a lot of ways, if I reflect on it, because all of my parenting really kind of ended around the age of 8, it was almost a good thing because the track it was going on, the trajectory was fucking whack. So
You would have been a little cholo.
yeah, I probably would have been
For
a
real?
little like rebel fucking.
I get you. I think I would have been a gangster if I went to John Burroughs.
Oh, yeah?
But I went to Paul Revere, the whitest
made it
motherfucking
right.
school. My dad made it right. He was like, I don't want you to go to school with all these Koreans, man.
Paul Revere's a good
He
move.
said
Paul
he
Revere's
doesn't
a
want
good
your
move.
network
Straight
to be Korean,
Straight
huh?
up, yeah.
That's off of Wilshire, right?
What is
Paul
John
Revere?
Burroughs? No. It's in Brentwood.
Yeah,
Dude.
Santa Monica, like it's off of Wilshire. Yeah.
Sort of.
That's why you know where uni's at.
I remember.
Because you were going to hang out with your homies.
And then went to Palisades, Pacific Palisades.
Oh, you went to Cali.
Yeah.
Dude.
I got super whitewashed, guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
my friends were
Palisades
white.
for sure.
Yeah, but did you ever put anybody onto like Jajangmyeon or anything, like show them the ways of the Force? You know what I mean?
No, not in high school. No,
Did you
you
get-
wanted to stay the fuck away from kimchi and all that
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Like,
Really?
What is this shit, bro?
Did you get singled out for being Asian at Palisades?
No.
Okay.
There were a good amount of Asians there. I got singled out in elementary because I went to Baldwin Hills Elementary School.
Oh, you
And
did?
I was one of the only Asian kids
Wow.
in the school
Damn.
because we lived around that area.
And they were super racist in
oh,
elementary,
yeah,
right?
super racist. They would do
Damn.
the whole
Oh,
IP.
fuck.
They call me Jackie Chan.
Damn.
And they
Not
tried
even
to
Bruce Lee?
No, I know, right? I mean, shout out Uncle
least.
Jackie, but no, they wanted me to hook up, or not. I mean, you can't really hook up, but they wanted
Yeah.
me to be boyfriend and girlfriend with the only other Asian
Oh,
girl.
my
that's
God.
fucked up.
Yeah, I was like,
Meanwhile, you're like, I'm trying to get one of these sisters.
Latina. But yeah, I mean,
Don't they know that the Asian girls will go with the black guys always?
What?
Yeah, it was wild, man.
Oh
I
man.
got picked on so much by
That's
these-
crazy. And
yeah.
at a young age, when people think, "Oh, kids are so innocent," and
Hell
playful,
no,
it's
little
like,
kids
fuck,
are mean
racist
as
as
fuck, man.
Fucked up.
Damn.
Middle school kids are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost my soul in middle school.
I got into
fought.
so many fights. Yeah, me too.
Shitload of fights.
Yeah, but I think there's something in our genetics, bro. We
Yeah.
Well,
That's
what?
because I clicked up, you know, I got a
Oh,
little
yeah.
click.
which is hilarious
Vatos
because
Locos.
that's when me and Joe met was in middle school.
Yeah.
And we had our nerd out session while he was like fucking.
Well, Joe-
gangsta
You guys
and
were
shit.
nerds.
Joe was leading a double
He
length.
was.
I was leading a double life. I'd be at the art school in front of the art school class. Like, hey, what's up?
They're like,
We're
hey
nerds.
Joe, where'd you get that
And then,
scar?
and then after school, I'd go fucking fight. Like, what's up, fool?
For real.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. You saw the picture.
I
you,
did
You
see
saw my
that.
ninth grade
Yeah.
picture.
Yes,
that was
sir.
the ass end of my little clicked up days.
It's kind of hard to
I had
avoid
my
that as
hair
a
combed
Latino,
back,
though.
all that shit.
As a
Yeah, you look
Latino,
like a
it's
nerd.
kind of hard to avoid that.
It's almost like a rite of passage kind of thing.
Well, there's just so many like.
It's
Let's do
easier
that.
to maneuver.
Oh yeah.
It's easier to maneuver 100%.
What do you
Because
mean?
you have a lot of like-minded individuals that are part of your clique.
Mm.
So, you know, you don't really have to worry about whether or not you're going to be accepted.
Oh,
or
okay.
Part of a clique.
Oh, that yeah.
You know?
Yeah, all
Man.
the Asians stuck together.
Nice.
We had a little Koreatown in our high school and middle
Hey.
school.
Koreatown in
Yeah,
high
a couple
school.
lunch benches, you know.
Hey.
Damn, we
Koreatown,
do
what up?
separation even in high school at a young age.
I-
It's just
I
we're just
remember that.
It's comfortable.
In fact, I was one of the only people that like I hung out with as many different groups as possible, but
Yeah.
that backfired because then when I graduated, nobody was
split
my
up.
real homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
You're
mean,
a drifter.
because my real homie, he was Korean. His name was Johnny Ko, but he ended up moving like back to Korea. And then my homie before that, he got like he dropped out of school and like couldn't be around me anymore. So that's why I had to find a new homie. And like each time I had a homie, they either left or fucked up. And that's why I was like, damn, I'm not really good at picking my friends, am I?
Attracting the wrong kind of individuals, Phil.
Yeah, man. I think I have a history of
Abandonment.
no, but of like finding broken people.
Is that why you're doing this pod with us? Because we're fucking
We are the broken ones.
Oh, I'm broken for sure.
Ooh, speak
Player.
on it, King.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah. Woo! Could you
Yeah.
imagine what life would be like if you had no psychological issues? Like if you were just chill and like nothing fucking phased you. Like you were just brought up right. Everything just seemed to work out right. That's like a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm pretty chill and nothing.
Joe's
fucking
like, I don't know,
phases
I'm
me.
fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
What
he's
are you
like
thinking?
dusting himself.
Give him a shirt. Will it fit? I forgot to wear the shirt today.
No, I didn't.
We all did.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
it's
true.
so
You guys had a
Well,
shirt
why would
for
I?
today?
Why would I?
We
show-
have a none of our business shirt.
Hey, we're
Yeah,
not supposed to
gonna
talk
be-
about it
Did I buy
yet,
one?
Keenan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like not out there yet.
We'll put it out when
Oh.
it's out there. It's not
But-
out there yet.
Oh.
Obviously, it's out here now.
Okay, guys, we're gonna be making none of our business shirts. God damn it,
No,
Keenan!
well, there is one. We can
You're
give
a
it
killer
them.
of life. No, there
I'm a
isn't.
killer of life.
Give it to me.
I am going to convert to the Sith Corp.
We're gonna be getting shirts done. Look for it in the first.
Actually,
quarter
there's
of-
actually a couple other ones I made too. So I have to get your approval on that if you like
yes,
it.
you do have to get my approval.
Ooh.
Only if you like it, because it's yours,
There you
bitch.
go with that bullshit.
Whatever.
Anyway, eat a
so
dick.
Fight.
So
Ah!
yeah, fighting.
High school.
Hey, how did
Junior
you
high.
guys? How did you two meet? Deech, Joe, how did you guys meet?
TSG, man.
TSG.
That makes so much. Okay, cool.
TSG.
Now, what was it like when you first saw him? Was it like love at first sight kind of thing, or was it?
Or you're like, look at this fucking guy.
yeah,
Honestly, I
This is
can't.
Rico
I don't
Suave
even
over here.
recall
Bro,
how it
yeah.
happened.
You guys
That's
were like,
how
you guys were like, yeah. You turned around, you're like, yeah. You guys looked at each other, we were like, fuck yeah.
that's how you know it's the bestest of friendship, because I don't remember exactly what I said to Joe. I don't remember exactly what I said to
That's
Philly.
true.
I honestly can't remember what it was. We just linked. Like,
Mhm.
it was
Yeah,
cool.
we
Like,
just-
Do you
And
guys
then-
remember
and
your
then you were
first
there.
friend ever though? Like your first friend ever,
Yes.
like
Yep.
as a
I
kid?
do.
Jason, you.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I actually do. My first friend, like that I considered my friend, I can't remember his last name, but his name was Raphael.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Deech?
Mine was Eric
Eric?
in kindergarten, I think.
Yeah.
Mine too. Kindergarten.
Yeah,
Jason.
Same
he,
here,
He had a
same
Game Boy,
here.
and I was like, oh, my friend.
You want a game?
Me too, man. Yeah, my buddy Diego. He just walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, do you want to be my friend, man?" I was like, "Yeah." And then
That's dope.
I didn't even know what it meant to be a friend. You know, he was
Right.
like, "You want to be my friend?" I was like, "Yeah." And there it was. Did they ask you, or did you guys just start hanging out?
We just, I
Sorry.
sat next to him
Yeah.
in the circle, and he had a Game Boy, and I was like,
Yep.
I like this guy.
What game was in
I
there?
like this
I don't
guy.
even remember.
Pokemon. Do you guys remember the when
It wasn't
Pokemon came out of
Yeah,
Pokemon.
it was, I was in
nowhere?
kindergarten. So,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we're a little older than you,
Yeah.
Philly.
Whoa.
Wait,
whoa.
actually, you know
whoa.
how old are you?
33. I'll be
No
34 next
shit.
year. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys are all in the same age bracket.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm 3 years. I'm
Once
30.
you pass 30, it's over.
It's all, yeah. It's all
Yeah,
the
we're
same
all the
shit.
same age after
Yeah.
that.
You're 30 in age,
but in spirit.
but in spirit.
You're
I'm wise
15.
beyond my years.
Wise man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And old and boring.
And fucking Grouch, dude. The Grinch is my spirit animal, dude.
Oh my God, Philly.
I was like,
What,
oh, dinner with
Keenan?
myselt at 6:30.
No,
Can't
the
skip
Grinch.
that again.
I said,
Keenan
oh
is the fucking Grinch.
Fuck you, Joe. I ain't-
Meanwhile, you sounded grouchy as fuck while you said.
Dinner of pizza.
motherfucking bullshit, motherfucker. Fuck you. Fuck you in the fucking horse you came
So
in
this has
on.
been a pretty interesting episode, huh? We got to Star Wars. Potentially, we would have been porn stars and our
I know
first
I was gonna be a
friends.
porn
Yeah.
star.
Oh, really?
I could have. Yeah, I was asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. High
I
school?
never said that.
Junior
What
high,
kind of
high
porn,
school?
though?
No, this was like 12 years ago.
So this was
Joe
after
was
you
like,
graduated.
I never let the world know.
Wait,
but
12 years ago, that puts you in like the late 2000s.
yeah, this was like 2007, 2008. Yeah.
Somebody approached you.
Yeah, I was asked. if
Weren't
I
you
wanted
on
to do
tour
porn.
around that time?
No, I had been back already. I used to go to this club. It was called Ice. It's over. It was on Lancashire,
Joe was clubbing
over by
In the
yeah.
valley?
It was on Lancashire.
I was like,
before
how do
get
you-
to the valley?
Oh, okay.
Joe
I
was
about
one
to
of
say,
the.
you
They were
never go to the valley. It's like
offering
right
him
where
to wear
Universal
bikini
Studios
bars.
is, like,
Yeah.
the little area.
Yeah.
That's the
Fishnet.
little safe zone before you get into the valley. So it used to be right there. It was Club Ice, or it was called the Ice Lounge or something like
Ice
that.
Lounge. Okay.
But
Definitely doesn't exist anymore.
no,
No.
it definitely doesn't
No.
exist anymore.
Clubs go up and out of business.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Quick. But I went there and I had a friend of mine
Bottle. Oh, Keenan's out.
who was starting to do
Yes.
adult
top you
films.
off, Keenan.
He was starting to do adult
Oh,
films.
that's right.
And he started his own little production company. He had some actors and all that stuff. And then he asked me, like, I hadn't seen him since like high school, so it had to have been like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh man, what are you doing? This and that." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing this." He's like, "Oh man, hey." He's like, "You look pretty good, bro." And I'm like, "What?" I was like,
He was like, "Turn
"Thanks."
around real quick."
I was like, "Thanks." He's like, "Look,
Ew.
he's like, I'm be honest, bro. You look pretty good. You look like you. I mean, you're a handsome dude. You look pretty good. Don't take it the wrong way." I'm like, I mean, there's only one way to take it. If you're
But-
telling me I look pretty good, and he's
Yeah,
like,
you
"Nah."
know, I
He's
don't
like,
know.
"But I'm doing my porn thing." He's like, "And if you're ever interested in doing porn, man, just hit me up. Let me know."
And
I
Joe
can
was
put you
like,
in some
"Oh
films."
shit."
Do I get to
was
fuck
like,
you?
Yeah.
It might be cool if you're doing like the corporate ones, like Vivid Entertainment or Brazzers or something like
Why
that.
do you?
Why does it have
He
to be
knows his
corporate?
shit.
one?
Because because I hear stories and may or may not have watched some documentaries. The underground porn industry, the most common ones that get filmed are very seedy and nasty, and like the way they treat people very like messed up.
way I like.
But the more corporate ones that are up there are more like Hollywood film production stuff. It's more legit. There's less like
Anything like Boogie Nights?
So
No,
not
it's better than
Brazzers. Are you saying Brazzers?
I think Brazzers is more of the corporate Hollywood style.
Oh, is it?
If you look at the quality of films and stuff that they make, it doesn't seem to be that seedy and dirty like you're in some back alley in the middle of nowhere, like banging one out with like 12 people watching you.
Those
and shit
are the
like
best
that.
ones though to watch.
Well, I heard a story that there was one dude working on a set, and he was a cameraman, and apparently, as he was doing the close-up shot, the dude would pull out and try to bust one on his face. And I'm like, that's not professional at all.
It's like, oh goodness,
But it's funny.
Yeah,
But it is funny.
Wait, but is Bang Bus part of Brazzers?
it is. No, yeah.
I don't.
No, it's its own entity.
It's
It's
its
own
own
entity.
thing? Oh, okay.
But I found out that
Bang
a lot
Bros.
of
It's Bang Bros.
Bang
Bang
Bros.
Bros.
Bang Bros
right,
is
right,
now
I'm out of
famous.
my
Bang
depth
Bus
here.
is
I'm
part
like,
of
wait,
Bang
what?
Bros. Yeah.
But all those companies are actually under one conglomerate. All
Okay.
that stuff, especially all the
It's called
websites.
Big Bang.
Owned by the
Big
Koreans. BTS.
Yeah, I spoke to somebody.
JYP, dude. Jin Young Park and Seo Teji and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They own Bang
Bang Bus.
Bus.
a legend, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, apparently it's all one big
Little do
company
people
that's
know.
letting you think
Yes.
that there's multiple other ones, but they're not. It's like Disney. They own all that shit.
Man, Disney should own porn. I would watch the shit out of that.
Do they would turn all their cartoons into porn? Oh my god.
I mean, there's
that's
already
weird.
that shit out there.
Yeah.
Technically, there's something that's weird where you have to type in the name of the show or the name of the. That's a fast
Fucking
jerk.
headphones, dude. It sounds worse when it's amplified by a
Somehow
mic.
you went slow and then faster. How did that happen?
Joe, please stop.
Did you use the thumb action like a joystick? Somehow I feel like that's how he masturbates.
That's what I make those sounds too.
Yo, Keenan is
And then
dying.
when I bust, I make that sound like when you get defeated in Street Fighter.
And it's like 3 shots. KO.
I just lay down and be like,
KY.
Winner.
No, dude,
Sonya.
as an outsider perspective, when you listen to the podcast, do we jump around too much in terms of like topics
No,
and
not
things
at all.
like that?
No, I mean, you guys definitely go over a wide variety of topics, but it never feels like it's just sudden. There's definitely a segue.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I've always felt that being on the podcast is different from listening to it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So now that you've had both sides, which one do you prefer?
I prefer to be on the pod every episode.
Hey,
No,
our
but,
new host.
we'd like to make
Wait a
an
minute, what?
announcement here and now.
he's always worried that he's gonna be replaced.
Bye,
I'm like
Keenan.
fiddling with my shit.
Little to you.
This was a goodbye party for me.
That's why we popped the champagne, Keegan.
Is that why you ate my pie?
We wanted to send you
So
off.
long, farewell. I'll be saying goodbye, Keenan.
That's messed up.
Oh man.
Piece of shit. No, I'm glad. I'm glad
That's
you
good
came
to
out,
know,
man.
man.
You
Yeah.
were
Well,
super
it's-
last minute.
The thing is that your concept of listening to both sides, and that where I was trying to let Philly know and understand from my perspective, my idea of this podcast is that it's supposed to be as if when you're listening is as if you're in a group with your friends at a bar, club, whatever, and you're just talking the shit either at the house or whatever, and that's what it's supposed to sound like. So even if you're listening, you feel like you're there, you're
Yeah,
with us, and you
definitely.
can chime in.
Okay.
That's definitely
Yeah.
how I feel because that's funny because I was talking to Joe on the way here. I was like, the way you guys talk on the podcast is like me and my boys just drunk or high and just talking and shooting the shit and just talking about all sorts
You
of
don't
stuff.
plan that stuff. You don't
No,
write it down and plan it.
definitely
Right,
not.
right.
There's no like itinerary, but it's just everything and
So we're the homies.
Yeah,
That's
for
dope.
sure.
That's
For
good to
everybody,
Yeah,
know.
boy or
Good to
girl,
know.
by the way.
you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
were my friends before you even met me.
Hey.
You know?
there you go. See, motherfuckers.
Hey.
What? Oh,
Because I when we first started the podcast, I had a girl also tell me, she was like, I actually like listening to the podcast because it's like locker room talk.
Yeah,
Like you guys talk about shit that girls don't get to hear.
for sure.
and that's also what I was hoping too. That's why I have as much dirty shit as I possibly can. It's like I'm curious, or men are curious about certain things.
Well,
and
which kind of men are
Whoa.
curious, Keenan?
where does it go?
How curious are we talking here?
Yeah,
I know.
it's
I know where it
definitely-
goes. Don't
it's
look at me like
definitely into
No,
guys.
speaking of which,
What?
I was on a Tinder the other day, and I ended up
Why
matching.
did you have to say it like that? Like you were embarrassed to say
No,
it.
like because you know I just been swiping, and
With his thumb. Look how he thumbs it.
and I
Oh,
turned.
is that why he's so buff?
Yeah, because you know, and it turns out I matched with somebody. I thought it was just a girl. I saw the body pic, and whatever. It turns out in the description, which I didn't read, it was her and her man were looking for a third. Right,
No
they were
shit.
looking for a third to do some action, and I
I've
was
seen
like,
those.
oh shit. I was like, all right, well, relatively new to this kind of thing, but I'm with it. They were like, okay. I was like, well, is there anything you want to ask me? And the minute I asked that, they just unmatched me, dude. Like, I was like, wait, I don't get it. Because I asked, is there anything you want to ask me? I figured, you might have some questions, like,
Oh, no
Something.
questions. Just go in.
right?
Yeah, no
But I
questions.
guess
This is
they
the
wanted,
way.
yeah. Oh no, I also asked
You
them. I
said
was
this
like,
is the way.
yeah.
This
Mandalorian.
Nice.
This is the way.
I also asked them, is it just us or is it gonna be more people? And they were like, whoever can make it on the date and time. So it was about to be some
a
massive
party,
New
yeah, it's
Year's
an
like
orgy.
an orgy, yeah,
Damn, we should do that.
Fuck it, you should have invited us.
dude.
What?
Yeah.
A podcast orgy. What? Come on.
Yo,
We have all of
I'm down.
TSG and then N.O.O.B in one room.
That
For
is-
New Year.
I don't even know if I would have been able to handle it. Though.
Not gonna
Would you guys be a part of a massive orgy?
I've been part of a
Like if
foursome.
you were all single
shit.
and not have to worry about the
Did
other?
you have to? Did you get any close to the dude?
Oh yeah,
Like,
that was my boy, but it was 2 guys and 2 girls.
okay.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
we would just switch off.
Yeah. So, but it wasn't like any like.
I mean, with the girls, not.
yeah, there was no
Put that
real
out there.
homoerotic
Hey, man.
stuff.
No,
right?
no,
What
no,
did-
no.
You know what?
So like,
I mean, I've seen penises in locker rooms. and
just
stuff.
don't make eye contact, bro.
I mean, the fear that
I've seen
that
like
penises
the
by
devil's
my own in real
devil's
life. Yeah.
pitchfork and
but
stuff.
the fear that people have or that dudes have when it is another dude in the room, it's not that weird or creepy, right?
No, I'm very secure in myself, but I mean, it's my homie too. It's not like
You
See,
just be
I
like,
would- I
you just
would
be like,
rather
hey,
do it
bro, put it away.
I'd rather do it with a stranger than my homie.
really.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah. I'd rather do it for with a stranger because
I'd rather see my friend's dick.
Yeah, and because I mean,
Than a stranger's dick. You're like, I don't
I
recognize
don't know if
this
he's
dick.
clean enough.
See, I don't know if I could be in the same. Oh,
At the end of the day, you got to be worried about
know
whether people
that
are
dick.
clean, you know?
Can't respect
Yeah,
this
no, the
dick. I don't know
cleanliness.
it.
That's
that's
huge.
probably what. Okay.
Because,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you're going to go in that same other
Yeah.
one when you guys change
Wait,
out.
so would we do
Yeah.
it? A 4-way?
Well, not now.
I mean, in the
It's
past.
3 guys and 1
in the past.
girl.
Hey guys,
In
I'm
the
You guys
very
just running a
down for
train on
whatever.
someone?
Let's go.
Kid is like, so are all 4 of us about to go at it right now?
Okay, I'm leaving.
No, that's
Ladies,
Podcast over.
It's like ladies. I didn't want to say anything, guys, but
on the table.
We're
There
here.
it is.
I'm like, hey guys, this is a
a
place of
plethora
work.
of different women.
People have talked about bottom lines here. Oh, we'll be talking about bottom lines.
I could see myself doing a 4-way. I guess
Yeah,
maybe.
it's not
Again, if it was with Joe and Philly, I'd probably have to put a bag over my head. I don't want them to see or know that it's
Kid is
me.
like, don't look at me.
I know because I might be into it too much.
You're gonna be staring at Joel the
fiery
whole
cock.
time.
I know.
Just like,
I just like,
oh, that full mass.
I can see it. I can see it.
And then I come out like, and Keenan's just like doing a helicopter and shit.
Fucking
I'm
dick
just like-
knee. It's got a dick knee.
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple. It's a baby elephant trunk.
oh my god, it's not that big, ladies.
But you're
I'm about 5.5,
You're
6.
circumcised,
Oh,
right? You're-
yes. I thought you were asking.
then I have nothing to be intimidated about.
Wait, I'm gonna write this time down and make this a sample that we're gonna promote.
I'm about 5.5, 6.
Well, then I guess I'm all right. I guess I'm straight. I'm fine.
I'm within that range too.
Yeah, if you're in that, that's where the black guy on the show sits at.
Keenan guy just threw it out there
How
and goes.
underwhelming.
Keenan was like, "Wow, did I say that out loud?"
What did Joe Coy said? You either have a big dick or great credit or something.
Oh,
Right?
and I don't have
If you
neither.
have both. Oh,
I have decent credit, you know, and I'm okay.
decent credit, average dick. There's someone for you.
Some of us are still winners.
But I'm really funny and nice. I got a great personality. I can make signs for you.
You.
Hey, no, I thought. Hey. I can engineer your orgasm.
I can engineer your.
Oh, you're trying to bring it back like that? Okay, fine.
I
Fine.
got you, bro. Hey, I'm not bashing. No, Joe had posted. I think it's your sign. You posted about Keenan, right?
Yeah. But
You make really good signs, man.
I just have one at the end. I'm finished. Yeah. Completed.
By the way, guys, make
that's pretty good. That's
to go check out Keenan's Instagram page.
Thank you.
What is it?
UDBC. Unique Designs by Keenan.
United Dicks Big Cocks. What is it?
Black Cocks.
Big
Get it right.
Yeah, Unique Designs by Keenan. UDBC.
You're actually making some moves, right? So-
Yeah, I didn't show you the newest one that I made. Oh my god! I know we're doing it, but I'm too excited to actually show Joe. This is one for.
Oh, I saw that one.
saw that one?
I saw that one.
Okay,
Yeah, that
The
one's
audience
dope.
can't
That
see
one's
it,
dope.
but
yeah. That's the latest
it's
one
basically in the shape of a penis.
Oh,
two color.
The veins look so defined.
Yeah, they really do.
It's
that
anatomic,
jizz just
it's
bringing out there?
anatomically correct.
I love the
KBZ.
detail that you put on,
And
like
then,
with the palm.
and then in the pictures in the rows on the
font.
bottom,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of other pictures Keenan didn't want you to see.
Scroll up.
You're like, who? You see
That's such a sad
veiny
looking
bastard. You see a veiny black cock. And you'd be like, oh, Keenan, your penis.
Oh, that's
He's
not
like,
mine.
oh, that's not mine.
What? Why is it? Oh my god! This is a horrible new year. End of 2019.
We're having so much fun.
This is great, guys.
No, I like that was you. That sign joke that you made. That was yeah. I was spot on. I was not expecting that, and that got me. I was like, oh, fuck.
So you see, it's not always you have to rag on Keenan. Sometimes if you can do it funny, even Keenan would be like,
Amen.
damn, that was funny.
If you can make me go, oh fuck,
Bro.
That's
yeah.
the thing about something that's truly funny is like
Yeah.
anybody who's honest, like if it's funny, it's fucking
It's
funny.
funny,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's why I don't get when people get mad at comedians.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Stupid.
Oh no need.
Like
Yeah.
yo, if it's
A
funny,
comedian.
it's
Especially
funny.
at the show. Why would you go to a comic show and then
Exactly.
heckle or mess up with the comic for saying like?
It's like you're
during
gonna
the show?
police a comedian.
I don't.
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't
outta
know if
here.
we talked about this last week, but I know for sure we didn't talk about it the week prior because I don't think I. Did we talk about the Bill Burr episode on Mandalorian?
No, we didn't.
We hinted at it, but it was so.
We talked about it.
that episode alone was great.
that was
Even
good.
if he wasn't
Bill
in it,
Burr's
it's
a good
still
actor, man.
Yeah.
He is. He's doing some serious stuff now. which
Although
is
I
good.
noticed whenever it came to the action scenes, they kind of would clip to something else. Bill Burr doesn't do action.
he did
Nah.
one scene where he shot up a couple robots.
Yeah, that was a dope scene.
where
too.
where you saw his like
His gun move.
Yeah,
but
that
it
was
was
a dope
It
ass
was just
gun
the guns moving.
Yeah.
though. It wasn't Bill Burr doing any. Bill Burr
Oh,
was
no,
like,
he wasn't fighting.
That's not in my
No,
contract.
he wasn't
bro."
fighting. He was.
we were
shooting.
having a conversation about that at my
Yes.
crib, right?
Yes,
Like
yes, sir.
this legit like made me feel like Bill Burr could do action movies
Yes.
If he
really
wanted to, yeah.
yeah.
He's got like a Jason
I would-
Statham kind of vibe going
Yeah.
on.
He's
Yeah.
not even
yeah.
no. He's more of like the mercenary, the older
Yeah,
mercenary
the
that's
older
like
merc.
on this. This is my last.
Like
job.
I almost feel like instead of Bradley Cooper being the voice of the raccoon, it should have been Bill Burr. That shit would have been hilarious from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't know.
Let me
man.
think. Let me.
No, he has
Bradley
too much of a
Cooper.
Bostonian accent.
It's Boston, very Boston.
super Boston. He has a heavy Boston accent, so I can't see that. I can't.
Well,
see
what
that.
kind
It would still deliver that tough, rough, like.
Bradley
In
Cooper's
your face?
accent there is more like a New York one. Because he was
I
like,
would-
oh
yeah,
well, you know.
I think it's more New York.
Yeah,
but
right?
is it more Boston or Chicago or something? Or?
well, there's not that much of a difference
No,
between
it was-
Boston and
okay.
New York,
It was
is
more
there?
New York. It was more of a New. There is. You can tell the difference.
Well, yeah,
Maybe.
you can tell, but like it's
Well,
both,
in-
they're both attitude.
If you can't tell the difference, then you just need to get the fuck
But it's
out
the
of
same
here.
thing because there's a Queens, there's a Queens, there's a
queen.
Heart.
Yes.
Hey, yes, Queen.
Yes. We're having so much fun today, guys.
Hey man,
Crazy.
it was badass.
God.
I went. When was it? 2 years ago, I was in New York. It was New Year's, and I
No
was like,
podcast, no nothing.
I was like, fuck, man. No, yeah. Right before I moved back, I was like, damn, alone in New York again, because you know, I was picky about the people I hung out with, and I remember I went to this place called the West End, up on like near Columbia University, 110th and Broadway or something like that. And I'm there because it's karaoke night. You know, I'll fuck around and karaoke
Hell
the
yeah.
fuck out of anything. and the room they were renting next door was also having a party, and this party was like for all the queens of New
P. Diddy
York, bro.
party? Oh.
No, it was like it was
that.
like like RuPaul, like the whole thing, and it was crazy though, because
You
then
had
what
fun,
happened
though,
was
didn't you?
one of them had signed up for the karaoke. Dude, they did Bohemian Rhapsody, and all
Everybody
of
was
them
in
came
it,
out,
yeah.
and all of them could sing like a motherfucker, man. I was like, God damn.
You're
That-
like, maybe I should become a queen.
that was the one time I was like, I don't know if I want to follow that. I was like, that's fucking, they killed it, dude. It
Nice.
was like, they were like in full harmony. I was like, what the fuck? New York has a shitload of talent.
Well, I mean, it has Broadway, so
Yeah.
all those
Yeah.
Broadway
Yeah.
Dude.
kids
Yeah.
are coming out trying to.
Have you
just
heard about the
fucking-
cafe that they have out there? I think it's called Stardust. It's right in Times Square, and it's right across from, like, I think they had rock and roll. What was that Jack Black movie? Rock and Roll School of Rock.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. So there's a musical or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that day at the cafe, what it is, it's a karaoke cafe, but only for the staff. Because they're
somebody
in
posted,
Broadway.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So while they're serving you, they all exchange and take a turn to do a song to keep their instrument sharp. And that day, one of them had actually gotten picked for the lead of School of Rock, and so that was their going away day. And I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
New York has shit that like I love LA, man, I really do.
Right.
But I didn't know what LA was until I moved to New York.
Do we have something like that in LA?
That's the thing, man.
I don't know if we do.
No, I don't think we do. I mean, a Howl at the Moon gets pretty
Right, it gets pretty crazy.
gritty. I mean, you go to a bunch of piano bars. They usually have like karaoke night at
Yeah.
piano bars where they
Yeah.
do.
I
a
like
live
Brass
band.
Monkey.
Oh, yeah, they have karaoke night there.
It's also in K-Town, so you know it's dope.
What's
Yeah.
the name of that one?
Then you hit Alexandria and
Backstage.
Sixth, you
I don't
know
know
what
if
I
you
mean?
ever been to Backstage over
Where's that at?
behind Sony Studios in Culver City.
Oh, yeah,
there's
yeah,
a karaoke
yeah,
bar
yeah.
called Backstage.
Oh, cool. On the lot.
People are good.
No,
Or
it's
it's like-
right behind the studio.
Okay,
So
okay.
all the employees from the studio usually come there for like happy hour
Oh,
and to
cool.
close out the night.
sick.
Interesting.
And they have some fucking amazing talent.
I'm surprised we don't
goes
see
there.
people come to Porvu that's right across the street from Paramount.
But it's because Porvu doesn't do. They have the burlesques that come
Yeah.
out every top of the hour.
But I just been like guests who come, like just regular people from work. You would think they would come to that.
It
spot.
used to be, but they've changed so much. Have you ever been to Porvu?
Nope, I have not.
So it's just
Pretty lit.
right. You know what
Yes.
Paramount Studios is, right?
Take me, Joe. Take me.
There's a Paramount Studios right across the street. There's no sign. It's just like a little, maybe like a martini like light on
Yeah.
the top, and then someone well dressed up front, right?
That's the bouncer.
Right
Yeah,
across
you
the
have
street
to
from
go in
Paramount
with a
Studios.
button up, or you have to
So
go in
check
like,
this
I feel
out.
like I feel like I passed by it. I think I've
It's
seen it.
changed
I was
so
right
across the
much.
street from Astro Burger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Literally
Okay,
right
I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
definitely seen it. Yeah.
It's changed so much. They don't even have that dress code anymore.
Oh, really?
They don't. No, people go in
What
there
the
with
fuck?
like sneakers and shit.
That's how bad it got.
And flannel. Yeah.
Lame.
Super hipster.
And
You used to have to dress up.
I
to
like
which
that.
be
I-
let
I
in.
believe it informs, like it makes people act differently.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
absolutely
for sure.
does.
And they
Nobody wants to
shortened
fuck up their
the back
clothes.
area too. That where they have the trolley car is now like 2 feet from the door. There's no real walking space. You walk out and you're automatically in that trolley car.
That's sick.
What
Yeah.
the
That's whack.
Yeah.
They changed so much,
Yeah.
and they're always constantly changing their drink
won't
menu.
take
Like,
but
you know where I
Yeah, I
haven't
don't
been in
wanna
a
go
long
there
time.
now.
see,
Fuck
but
that
the
Edison.
music is really
Edison.
good. Edison.
Oh, I like
haven't
Edison.
been
Oh,
to
yeah.
Edison in a minute.
Edison
is
But
dope.
you know, okay, so a similar vibe to what the
Okay.
Edison
You
was.
have
That's
to
what
be
Port
dressed
Vu
there.
was.
See,
Yeah.
and Edison still has that dress code.
Yeah.
right?
It does.
I love that.
That
And
was
they
the
have-
same vibe as Port
Okay,
Vu.
for sure.
But
at
small,
Port Vu-
but like closer.
Okay.
yeah,
I like that.
you know
I
how
like that.
Edison
Intimate.
is huge.
It's very
Yeah,
intimate.
yeah, yeah.
Port Vu is a little more intimate.
And the
than
dance
that.
floor,
Okay.
everybody. The great thing about Porvu is that people dance. That nobody cares. Everybody dances with whoever on that floor. You can have a good time and dance to pretty much anything.
I don't have a good time because it's always girls that are with their boyfriends that want to then dance with me, and the boyfriends are just looking at like.
Okay,
kinda
well then
mad,
that's
and I'm
Philly.
always
I don't
like-
get the girls doing that to me. So, but yes, you can.
I'm always like,
gotta
fuck,
teach you a little
Humble
man.
brag.
yeah,
I know exactly what a humble
Like-
brag right
I
there.
ain't going
No,
because
I
all these
wanna
girls
go
want to
there
dance with
because
me.
girls
I
Their
want-
boyfriends get
I
jealous.
I want single
'cause
girls
I'm such a
to
good-looking
want to
dude
dance
and
with
everyone
me.
wants to dance with
No,
me.
dude. I don't want
My name
girls
is
who
Billy
already have
Fanatic.
boyfriends to want to dance with me, man. That's
Fuck it. I mean, you want to have sex with a man and a woman, why not dance with them?
Hey,
you said a man
I
and
mean-
a woman.
oh, that's right. The,
little
the orgy,
threesome.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We came close to a 4-way.
You could
or
swing with
5-way.
swingers.
What?
Actually.
When? What are you talking about?
Are we not going to talk about that?
What are we talking about?
Four
Never
dudes?
mind.
you could talk about
Oh, the
it.
one time, yeah. Joe told me that there was like one time with 4 guys. You guys were meeting up at some back. Don't talk about that.
I don't know what we're talking about.
That was a different
you always want to talk about that?
They weren't part of that. They weren't part of that one.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to figure
call you
out
out.
when did we have something happening?
We came close, but
You
we
mean
never.
that house that we went to with those girls?
And I think we might have mentioned it already
That's
on the podcast.
right, that's
I think
right.
we did.
Came
I think we-
close.
You guys did.
There was a
With
time.
the cocaine and everything?
No, no cocaine. No cocaine.
That was a different
no
one.
alcohol.
That's a different one. That's one Keenan went to.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
What?
cocaine legal? Is cocaine
The
legal?
lady boys.
Lady boy. I'd do a lady
it's-
boy if it was like really good looking, you know?
Good looking or
And
pretty?
then he gets real
Good-
quiet
wait.
on the
Wait, good looking or pretty, Keenan?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, good looking.
This is
pertains
news to me.
men.
I
Because it's not gay if you're sucking a lady boy's
As
dick.
a
right?
self-proclaimed best
If
friend
she
of
has
yours,
tits.
I need to know what a lady.
Yo, if she has tits, it's not gay if you're sucking on her dick.
What's the level of
they'll have
lady
to,
boy?
They'll have to tuck it in. Oh, well, I mean, don't they get surgery?
Not all lady boys
No,
get
they
surgery.
keep
Can I
their
have the
dick.
one? Can I have the one that has the
A
surgery?
nice, like a. What do you mean?
It can be like,
Like
a
a
kid.
filet?
No,
It can be
no.
like,
like
a
a
kid.
filet mignon.
More like a
down
kid.
there? Do you want the one that has just a flayed
Like
situation?
nub,
with the flaps.
inverted penis.
Yeah, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
I wonder. Yeah, it's kind of curious.
No, it looks ugly. Have you seen one?
No,
Like,
inverted
this
penis.
post-op,
Oh,
it's
actually, I did
disgusting.
see an inverted penis. I had one. Remember on the episode where I was taking a shit and I looked down and it looked like it was inverted because the skin folded over.
Keenan was worried
Your
because
anus?
his
No.
penis was like twisted. It was weird.
The flan episode.
No, it's like one of the earlier episodes. Keenan
Yeah.
looked down at his penis and it was like it was inverted and like he was scared that something happened to his dick.
Yeah,
It disappeared.
How often do you worry about your dick?
pretty often.
He said that so matter of fact.
He's like, I just want to let you know it happens very often.
Oh, well, it doesn't do the inverted stuff, but there's other things that it flails around.
He's
when
like, I don't know. I just saw like a blister the other day, and it was weird. You know, like I touched it,
or
but it didn't
sometimes
hurt.
I can like flinch it without even touching it. Like it's like a, you know, when you like flex your muscles, I can make it like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
can
can
make it like
flex
pop.
my
I
dick.
can make my
That's
dick
normal.
bounce. Yeah,
What's the name of
Yeah.
the Jewish filmmaker? Well, I just can't even like
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. You remind me of like you're the Black Woody Allen.
That's what made me guess that.
Okay, Keenan, you are the Black Woody Allen.
Okay.
You marry your
man.
daughter.
I was about to say I don't want to
This is the way.
See, Philly?
This is the way.
I have spoken.
This is the way.
You are the Black Woody Allen. I have spoken.
I know.
Rest in paradise.
And you thought he
Bill.
lived. I was like, no, that fucker's dead.
That fucker was dead.
Nick Nolte, no.
Whenever a character is
I
smoking
know.
and they're pulling away and they're doing a pull away shot and they're smoking, they died. That's it.
He's like, that motherfucker dead.
They're secretly just telling people that cigarettes kill you. Subliminally.
Did you hear that they're trying to change the age of voting to 21?
No
Really?
shit.
And
What a great side segment question. you're
That's
bringing
fucking
up.
crazy, though.
I think they
21.
should lower the age of smoking cigarettes back down to 18.
Oh, it's
'Cause-
for cigarettes.
Yeah,
I think they said for
no,
voting.
voting. They want to raise it up to 21.
Wow.
They moved the age of cigarettes up to 21?
Yep.
Yeah.
no.
What?
You said
They should
voting.
lower it. Yes,
Voting.
But I'm talking about two different things now. They've raised it up.
What's going on here?
So they want to raise the age of voting to 21
For the presidential election and stuff like that, right?
or lower it to 15. I can't remember. Now I'm like real buzzed right now. But okay, so my point was they should lower the age of smoking back to 18.
Yeah.
Because more motherfuckers need to die.
Oh shit.
Population control
I'm with
needs
you,
to
brother.
fucking happen, bro.
I am with
And
you.
if anyone's dumb enough to smoke a fucking cigarette,
should get out.
You should fucking die.
Damn. Damn.
We don't need you guys giving us secondhand smoke.
How big?
There's way
how much,
too many motherfuckers here.
How much of this land is left over? I mean, we have 7-8 billion
much of
people.
what land?
What?
The land of the world, Earth. How much Earth
we
is
have
left?
so
No.
much. No, we
Yeah,
have
like
so
no
much
or no?
land in this world
So we are
that we tend to populate in
and
small
yeah,
spaces.
of course. But if we spread
But
out,
Yeah, but-
look at the Midwest. The
Yeah.
Midwest
that's
has
true.
land
That's
for
true.
days.
Okay,
bro.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
You have a family that's sitting on 10 acres of land.
yeah.
Like that's the size of a fucking like 10 blocks.
Yeah.
There's more than enough.
So
Yeah,
if we,
there's way more than enough.
But nobody
land
wants
for
to move
people.
out there.
nobody wants to,
exactly.
unless we
Yeah,
spread
that's
out
the
and
thing.
start building shit
mean,
too.
we
and
move
should.
out there.
I've
definitely
been asking myself, how does an economy start? I've actually been starting to read on economies because
I
if
like what you're doing here.
this fucking guy,
Joe's petting Philly right now.
because
He did.
I don't want to forget my point.
Okay, sorry. Go
Stroke
ahead.
his face.
Because I've been thinking a lot about it. You know, there's gentrification, right? That whole thing happens.
yeah.
But if you think about it, and if you think about it at the same time, all they're doing is creating a new economy on top of an old economy.
Gentrification is?
Yeah, and the only gentrification,
Gentrification.
and the only reason
Keenan, you are done.
I've been
No
drinking.
more champagne for you.
Fuck you both.
Hey,
I speak coherent.
I speak coherent.
Is that right?
What language is that?
whatever,
Keenan?
Oscar. I speak coherent.
Jesus.
You're
Keenan.
on Third Street.
Get it together.
Your thought back.
So gentrification, all it is building a new economy on top of an old economy.
Correct.
Right? And usually on top of a neighborhood that people weren't taking care of anyways.
Yep.
Fucking Keenan. And he keeps spitting into his bag. That's not even his bag. Yep.
What a mess.
We lost
There
him.
we are.
He's done.
So I've been wanting to look and reverse engineer because the only reason people don't move, fucking Keenan, he's crying, dude. And so whatever happened is so funny. He's crying.
I should be laughing at gentrification.
What?
He's laughing at his own joke.
Oh my God.
You're ruining Philly's moment.
Anyways, long story short, I think that if the only reason people aren't moving to other places where it could be bad, because I've been giving it a lot of thought. LA is fucking ridiculous
Yeah, it's
in terms of
congested,
cost of living.
for
In
sure.
New York, one of my dreams to be living out there is just as fucking stupid, if not more stupid. So the more I look at it, there are people who have coding jobs and are making New York and LA salaries and then live in like buttfuck nowhere and live great, man.
Oh yeah.
And everybody just
The
wants to
rent's
live in
lower.
this.
The rent's lower,
yeah,
for
and everybody
sure.
just wants to live in these fucking coasts. But if they're really raping people's money out of their pockets, then all people have to do is study how to create an economy that thrives, work together as groups. All we have to do is get over all of our imperfections, which divide us, and
that's
then
gonna
we
happen.
can
It's
live.
never gonna happen.
Then we can live happier.
So idealistic.
People don't care
And
about other
cheaper.
people, dude.
That's like
Sadly.
saying that communism works.
Right.
No.
It does in paper, but it fucking doesn't. in
Because we're
reality.
human. Human is born to corrupt, cheat, lie, steal.
And
do
I
all
would
that shit.
ultimately believe you guys and be on the same side if it wasn't for the fact that the Jewish population has done it.
Right, but you know what it is because they keep the money within the Jewish community.
Right. And most successful communities do that.
Yes.
Koreans
But-
do too.
Koreans do
Yeah.
too.
Now, does a community have to be based on race? Is my question. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. Black Wall Street was a thriving community.
Oh yeah.
And
it
then
I mean,
was.
yeah,
the
let's-
white people
was.
said,
What
nope.
happened
Fucked it
with
up.
that?
Yep.
They bombed the shit out of that.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to say, though. So instead of
Nixed it.
creating it
in the
around the
bud.
idea of race, because back in the day it was easier to organize behind the idea of race, or
There were
or-
less people, and the communication had to be direct.
right,
Of
right.
course.
Yeah.
But now
Times are different.
times have changed. We're more of a melting pot, especially people in this city. If you were able to get enough people together with the right smarts, you could go all just like hipsters do, who can pool their resources because they come from resources, sure, but who knows somebody who wants to start a clothing, because it always starts with a clothing shop, a fucking record store. You can create culture.
Yeah.
People, when I was in New York, a guy wanted to pay me to fly out to like, I don't know where it was. It's going to sound weird, but like, I think it was Ohio or Louisiana. And he was like, dude, they'd love you. I just want to increase the cultural awareness out there and show people like, they don't know, they don't get out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that, but when I thought about that, it made me realize that like everyone in LA has such a high degree of culture that we take for granted because we're surrounded by that shit every day. But if you pulled the right amount of people together, the right kinds of people, just the way we like to do fantasy draft football, just the way we like to fucking play RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, Pokemon, whatever you want to call it, just the way we want to do that, if we did it in real life.
I agree, but I don't know if
I know
you
it's
can find
idealistic,
a
it's
group of
optimistic.
like-minded people that are willing to
Yeah, it's very. It'd be
get the
very
fuck out to butt fucking
incredibly
nowhere. you
And
know?
isn't that sad that
It is.
that we could all sit here and live so much better? It's not even about communism, right? We just like, because everybody would still make their own fucking money. If anything, you'd be bosses in a new economy, and yet because of what? Cognitive bias, we're going to live a more expensive and less fulfilling life.
That's the way we always been. I'm pretty sure you go back in history, you see a caveman bop another caveman on the head because he wanted that other caveman's girl. It's embedded in
I
us.
could do that.
Bop somebody doing that.
You're like, yo, I want your chick, B. Hey, girl,
I mean, you
mine
can.
now. You can, but you probably go to jail.
I know. It's not as.
Maybe.
And then you would probably get sexed in the butt. in
Also,
jail.
like
No.
the girl's probably not going to be about it.
Have
I
you
know.
seen me? I'm a very handsome man. If I
Yeah,
were
you
to go
would
to
get
jail-
you would get raped for sure. They would run a train
I would
on
get
you.
popped in the booty like until it was like,
Instead of Joe, they'd be calling you Sunshine.
Sunshine.
they'd call me the
Yeah.
Puerto Rican poppy.
Oh my god. Want booty more than water.
I mean,
Joe's gonna get into the
Booty.
cigarette
We can
game
either
real
do
quick.
this the easy way or the hard way.
we could do this the easy way or the hard way.
Fuck that, man. I'd have to die.
Yep,
Idiot.
me too. Fucking kill me.
Forget
Going
it.
So
up
you
there.
say that, but once you're in that position,
No, bro.
you drop
I've-
it. You taking it. You
I've
taking
had
it.
an ex-girlfriend try to stick her finger up there, and
Oh, yeah?
that was terrible.
Really?
I can't even imagine.
Kid is like, really?
So
I
you
kinda
tried it
liked
first.
it.
You were like, I mean, I guess we could try it.
No,
You know what? Joe's a
she
big-
didn't even tell me, bro.
I should catch you
Bruh.
by surprise.
Okay,
She didn't tell me, and she
Are
didn't
you
even
telling
lick
me
her
you?
finger.
Here's the thing,
shit.
though. You have to understand, Joe
Joe's like-
actually likes that.
Are you telling me you've
With a
never
thumb.
had a thumb in your booty?
Oh God.
Fuck no.
How about a pinky?
I mean, my own or
Oh, yeah.
a pinky?
So you tried it in the shower, like, oh, let's see what this feels like.
Joe-
man doesn't try to put something up his
Joe-
butt. I
Joe-
mean, at least
Joe-
once.
Joe has been
That's
talking
a rite of
about
passage,
the
right?
the man's
get through
orgasm,
puberty,
the
right?
man's clitoris
The
for a
man's
long
clit
time.
is
No,
in
the
bro.
gooch.
Oh, so I hear.
Goochie-ness.
I've
But see,
heard.
I rub my
Like-
gooch all the time. I don't feel any.
What the?
see, Billy.
Keem, this might be why you're still single. You offer
The
up this
clit
information.
is
I
not
got
in the
him.
gooch.
I got
The
him.
clit is not in the gooch.
That's what.
Keenan, you have been sadly informed if you've been rubbing your gooch expecting for an orgasm.
I'm just sitting there for hours. Like, what the hell?
He's just got, he's just got rug burns on his gooch.
No.
It's all smooth and shit.
This isn't working.
I even shaved it just so I can get
Wait a minute,
skin
you
to skin
think my gooch
contact.
is super hairy that I have to shave it?
Is it not?
No,
Yeah, right.
Hair doesn't
It's
grow
not
down
hairy.
there. Hair
My
doesn't
gooch
grow
is
down
not
there.
hairy.
You know what, Keenan?
We're
Thanks for
talking
the
about
information.
We're talking about the tweenus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hairy.
In between the butt and the penis.
Yeah. Not that I
The
feel
taint?
it constantly to know that, but I know it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
like
can't-
it's
I
like
can't
ridges of
not
the Sahara
believe
Desert.
That it doesn't.
Well,
it's
no,
not
if you look,
No,
if you
no.
look, he doesn't have a lot of
Shut
facial
up,
hair
dude.
either.
There's no
so-
hair?
Yeah, there's no hair. It's not like smooth, like
Let me see.
I'm
You
not,
know what?
I'm
Yeah,
not
like,
ready for that level
you
of
wanna
friendship.
feel it?
I
You
want
can
to
feel
see
it.
too, bro.
as soon as you go to the
Don't be
lower
wrong.
end of my balls,
And there's no
He gets
hair.
bald. He gets
So your
it's
butt
like,
hair.
yeah, it's yeah.
That's
Smooth
why,
as a baby's
That's
bottom.
why she fucked with you. Because she could get through the gooch without having to worry about the brush.
Yeah, there's
can
no.
lick the
There's no
butthole
I just have to shave
and
the
no
top
hair.
and maybe the sides.
Did she ever lick your butthole?
We don't have to talk about.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
No,
might
no,
as
no.
well.
right?
Wait, but
I've had it done before. It feels
it
great.
she came close. It was like, but then I kind of stopped her.
I
Like,
have
oh,
never
wait.
had that. I don't even know. I
You
don't
would never want a girl to lick your
Yo,
butthole.
eating
No,
ass is
bro.
normal. You know they have ass wipes, like actual ass like wipes.
Really?
For, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You know how like they have like baby wipes in the little.
So
plastic-
it like extrally cleans it.
yeah, it's like flavored, so that you can wipe and then
And it tastes like
it tastes like coconut or pineapple or
question
something.
of the week. to
caramel
the
apple
audience.
walnut pie.
Not the audience, all the listeners. Question of the week.
Do you like getting your ass eaten?
Have you had your butt
Oh my
hole
God.
licked?
Yeah. And do you
Question
want
of the
it
week for
licked?
the listeners.
Wait, is that the same as getting your ass eaten?
No, because
it is,
getting your ass
Yeah,
eaten is
of
they,
course.
well, they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
more
yeah.
than that. It's like a whole
It doesn't-
licking and
if you've ever had
No, it's the same
somebody's
thing.
mouth in
In your
your
ass.
nether regions,
Yeah.
in the butthole specifically, what are your thoughts and how do you feel about it? Question of the week for the listeners:
Ooh.
have you had your ass
Well, can we go
munched?
around and
eat a booty
Like-
gang.
well, Joe? have
Oh,
you?
amongst us, yes.
Philly, you've never had your ass eaten or your butthole licked,
Joe said it
Never.
so quick
Never.
with a
Would
yes.
you be
But he
interested?
never did that.
or open to it?
I don't know, man. I'm afraid I'm gonna like it
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
because then that limits the amount of people I can then agree to be with because I know not everyone's going to want to do that.
Well, I mean, it's not like you.
Once you know it's out there, you know.
I mean, it's not a but yeah, maybe you might be right. What about you,
date
Keenan?
a woman who can't lick my asshole?
We might have to skip me because I might have did a little bit further than that, but we'll talk about
you've
that
had
later.
stuff up there.
You've had a little
finger.
It was
How many knuckles?
It's
one knuckle, two knuckles.
Well, it
penis?
was it kind of.
How big of a penis? Was it black guy's penis?
Keenan,
did it hurt?
don't do it.
Did it hurt? It hurt
I'm not gay, all right?
You've been hurt before. It's not gay if you don't look each other in the eyes. So for sure. Okay, Keenan, for sure. All power to you, bro. It's okay.
Teacher.
It's a safe place. I've had my butthole licked on multiple occasions.
Okay.
I do like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't kiss afterwards, right?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Okay, but you just wouldn't want anything up the butt.
Yeah, I don't want it.
You just don't want anything sneak in there. Just
No.
like
All the way.
a little, not even a little love tap.
I was traumatized. I told you my ex-girlfriend tried to do it while we were having sex.
Yeah.
She didn't lick her finger. She tried to stick her finger up there.
That would hurt.
And that fucked me up. real
Okay,
bad.
that would hurt.
Well, yeah,
Otherwise, you know.
because you're supposed to the whole prostate thing. If you get far enough in and you hit
So
the
I hear.
prostate,
I mean,
yeah.
they say
But what
that-
if you're in a situation where the woman is quite experienced in the
Art of-
science, the art, if you will, of love making and
Orgasming
penetration, you know?
Tickling
So what
the-
if she's like, yo, okay,
licking the,
I want to
sticking up
insert
the-
a little something to your butt. I have taken all the precautions. I have a lubricant. I have anything that's going to make you feel better about it. Would you take that dive?
Am I guaranteed to orgasm harder than I've ever gone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
You will.
Medically
100%.
proven.
Scientifically proven
medically.
that you will bust better than you've ever busted in your life.
You
Better
won't,
than I've ever.
you won't
busted.
need my
Ever
folders
in
at
your
all.
life. Ever in your life. It'll be so good that it's like, okay, you know when you get super high, like faded, like have you smoked a lot of weed?
Yeah.
And then you come. You know that
Oh,
feeling?
yeah, I do. Yes,
Okay.
I do. know that
It's gonna be like that, but tenfolds when you bust after she inserts.
I might have
or
to
he.
be open
I don't know.
to it. I might be open to it. Yeah.
Oh man.
All right,
I might
there
be
it
open
is.
to it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
get fucked in the ass.
We're just out here recruiting people to get
even
fingers
just-
in the ass.
Even just a finger,
But
or,
it
you
has to be. It has to
Be
meet
fingers.
all
something
those.
super. Of course,
Yeah,
of course,
Checklist
of
has
course.
to be.
Yeah. You have to be comfortable.
Okay.
I can't think of any man who wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to orgasm like they've never
10
orgasmed
times.
before?
I came close.
If all
we won't
the
talk
You
about
can't.
it.
if all
Listen,
the,
the reason why I'm
The criteria was
straight
met.
edge is because I have an addictive personality. So that I don't
who's-
want to experience something that I know I won't be able to have a lot of.
Oh.
That's
Who
why
says you can't?
I know.
Hey.
who says you can't?
Depends on one of those girls you run into. Who knows? They might be into it.
Or they have dildos.
Oh god.
They got little butt plugs,
Yeah.
and little
Oh, yeah.
vibrators,
Little starter butt plugs.
Yeah.
Anal beads.
Yeah.
Turn around and be like,
Your finger.
I know a girl who can take care of
oh god.
But you won't introduce me to anybody, huh, Joe? Thanks a lot. You helped Philly out, but you know how to help me?
Do you want butt
that.
stuff,
I didn't know
Keenan?
you were up for butt stuff.
We'll talk about it after the podcast.
Why do you get so awkward with butt stuff? He's getting it on the regs, okay?
Look,
He doesn't need your girls.
Yeah,
Any-
yeah.
He's got guys who do that for him on the regs.
any heterosexual man
Did you just hear Keenan
would
giggle?
love
He said
He didn't say no. He didn't say no.
Kimochi. Kimochi. Kimochi.
You almost spit that shit out.
Joe sounded like an anime and shit.
Oh, shit.
Kimochi.
Come inside. Oh my
Yo,
god.
why is anime so fucking like pervy, man?
That's hentai, bro.
No, like I'll even just watch some basic shit like Fairy Tale, right?
Oh, there's like some boring.
And then there's always like some borderline
very,
like.
very guy oriented shit.
But the thing is, when you watch documentaries about what's really going on in Japan, like
It makes me wonder. I
it's
have
a
no
sex
documentary.
drive is like at its all-time lowest. in
Yeah.
Japan.
It's so
Like,
weird.
Really?
Yeah,
And
people are like begging to have like the younger generation have sex.
Is that,
There's-
is that the
there's-
dude or is that the girl?
because the
Yeah.
older people are outliving the younger people in Japan.
Yeah.
Because according to Tara's house, once you become boyfriend and girlfriend, you have sex.
Bro, you don't.
Wow.
Okay, well, that's.
I mean, according to the
disappointing.
documentaries I've been
my
seeing.
entire life is a lie. What the
Now
fuck?
in Japan,
I'm not going to Japan, then.
the younger generation is like it's dwindling.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
dwindling. Like
the older people are outliving them.
older people are not having like because they had this whole thing about like they're very much about tradition and just like doing things the right way. So
They don't even say I love you
So like
publicly.
so sex is very taboo. Kissing,
Okay.
affection
In
is
public,
very
yeah,
taboo. Yeah, in the Japanese culture.
Do women still have to walk 4 feet behind the man in Japan?
I'm not sure.
I know that was
I
the
don't
thing
know.
But
back
see,
then.
it's things like that where it's like,
Which is
it
weird
doesn't work
because-
these days.
Which is weird because in entertainment and
Yeah.
media, it's like very like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
It's
PDA
very
in
sexual,
Asian
yeah.
culture is pretty much it's not prevalent for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
just in general.
yeah, in general,
Oh,
like there's
shit,
no
I didn't know
PDA. No, like we want to maintain a certain image and be like respectful to everyone because a lot of people don't want to see that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true.
See, I'm
but-
like fucking animal. I'm just like
okay. I'm gonna have to ask Sonia about that.
Oh,
and see what she
yeah.
says,
And she'll tell the exact opposite. Joe's fucking dry.
Joe's like, okay, I take it back. Okay, I take it
Jones
back.
hasn't kissed me in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's so quiet
why
in
so
here. We're just
quiet?
gonna
Yeah.
right.
I'm an animal.
So I'm an animal. So I saw that documentary and I was like, what? And then it's gotten so crazy that now girls are reading mangas that are about boys on boy action.
yes.
What?
There's
the-
a lot of boy love.
Yeah, that's what
Boy
it's
love
called.
is a thing.
But
It's like- it's like a cultural
are boys
trend in
having
Japan.
love in
Yeah,
reality though?
really.
Or
Like
is it
the
just a
guys in
manga?
real life aren't doing it, but the mangas are doing.
But
it.
see, why are they doing it in the mangas and they're not really doing it in real
Girls
life?
are into it right now, over there.
But how did that get
It's
started?
crazy, right? It's a trip.
Yeah, look up boy love.
No.
Huh.
Look up.
He said no. No, there's a documentary on
Take you to
Netflix.
his
I
website.
forget what it's
Yeah.
called, but it talks about it's like a
no.
like a
I'm gonna do that.
a dating guru and then another like anthropologist. They got together to make a documentary. It's
Even,
amazing.
Really interesting. I'm
the-
gonna have to look into
The
that.
comedian, what is his name?
You're the
Jeff.
comedian.
Jeff. Fuck.
Foxworthy.
No.
Jeff Foxworthy.
British Australian guy.
You're asking the wrong
fuck.
guy, dude.
Because he has his own TV show.
what's his- I know who you're talking about. On Comedy Central.
Yeah, he
Does he do the ventriloquism? shit?
No, the
No.
Australian dude. What's his fucking name? Anyway,
Yeah,
it's not
he
important.
did a segment about that too as well because it's becoming a popular thing. Yeah,
Really? Boy
Yeah.
on boy. Boy love.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you, Joe. I got
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I'm out too.
Wow. Hey, we didn't hire him for this,
Ooh.
guys.
Hey, he volunteered. He's
Didn't hire him at all.
he's our biggest fan. He wants to be on the show.
Wow,
don't know about being
that's how
the
Keenan
biggest
sees it. Keenan would be that guy, like when he gets drunk. Hey, you're my fan, right? Yeah, look at you, you fucking
I'm a
fanboy.
fan.
You fucking
Pour me a drink, bitch.
fanboy.
That's Keenan.
be here.
He gets all high on his fucking high horse. And he's like,
It's all I got, guys. All right.
You wore a blazer for me, okay, guys?
he's that dude in the animes that has the flushed face, and he's like,
Oh,
look here,
God.
young one,
He's the
pervy uncle.
The pervy
Pervy
uncle. The
uncle.
pervy
Master
God, of course.
Roshi.
The master sage. The pervy master.
Hey, you know what? The thing is, like, I think the podcast gives Keenan a weird image because he's not really that pervy.
Nah, he isn't that pervy. I mean,
Thank
he's
you,
kinda
Joe.
Pervy.
Oh, fuck.
But he's not super pervy as the way he's portrayed.
I know physically pervy.
I don't know
but
if you can say
vocally-
that anymore.
I'm vocally
I know.
pervy.
With this anthology of porn and
That does not make you a
categorized,
pervert.
alphabetized.
It just makes you a dedicated fan to the industry. It's a
You
billion-dollar
are artist.
industry.
Yeah, you
all right?
appreciate the art. I got you. The
It's a
production
billion-dollar
value is
industry,
like,
right?
I get you, bro.
It's
The lighting and
guys.
the,
Come on.
the sound and the special effects.
I'm not. It's not like I'm editing the audio quality.
with his own soundtrack. He puts his
You
own
know what's
shit in
crazy
there.
is Keenan probably added his own transitions too.
He does fan videos.
This
Like,
is a better fade than.
porn lore.
I didn't like what she said, so I filled that.
I want to
in.
fade out on one penis going in and then fade in on a penis coming out.
Listening.
They say when you edit, you should edit on movement. So
Oh my god!
dude,
Oh,
But Google.
Oh, you still haven't finished Silicon Valley.
no!
Oh, it's good.
man.
Damn it!
Damn.
I need to
It's-
somehow get access to that somehow.
The
Somehow I
end
need
of
to
it
get access.
was
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You know, there are a lot of, especially recently, like the Ballers was a whack ass
Yeah, it
ending.
was
I heard that ending was horrible.
But like for endings, like Game of Thrones was a sorry ass ending.
Terrible.
Yeah.
There are a lot of series who've had bad endings, but I gotta say, Silicon Valley.
They did it
ended
right. Yeah, it
Okay.
ended really
Just right.
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ended really.
Were you
well.
hoping for it to go longer? Was
No.
it 6 seasons?
I'm glad they did what they did
Yeah.
when they did it
Yeah.
and how they did it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It was perfect.
100%.
Okay.
Because you know the whole series they had a goal about making the best internet or making the best decompression or compression software.
Yeah.
You know, so you see this build up. And then where do they go once they've done that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the way that it ended was
Brian?
It was great.
like
I appreciated it.
it's like
Yeah,
kissing
for
a
sure.
butthole.
Wow.
Yeah.
I liken it to licking a butthole, but kissing is good.
Kissing. That's all lips. Oof. Oof.
All right, so
That reminds me. Where is the weirdest place you've seen pubic hair
Oh
at
god.
your house?
where like in
Yeah.
the area of your home?
Yeah, like you saw it on the ceiling or some shit like that, and how to get up there. And I'll give you my first one.
The toilet.
Here's what I'm saying. I found a pubic hair wrapped around my power cord in my car.
Fuck.
Power cord?
You know, we were just trying to save you. We were just trying to save you from the pervy persona.
How's that pervy?
Are you like jerking it off in your
the
car?
pervy,
I
disgusting
don't know.
persona.
It looked like a pubic hair. It's probably my real curly hair, but I thought it was
Okay.
pubic hair at
Pubic
first.
hair around your
and then it made me think because it was probably my real hair because it was really long.
I mean, you are African American.
yes, and I have curly hair.
so you do have
yes.
hair like Brillo cutting up my pillow. So
I like
What?
the pube idea better. What about you, Philly?
Because it made me think about that. I was like, oh, is that a pube? No, that's my real hair. And then I was like, oh, where's the weirdest place you would see it?
That's a strange.
what's the weirdest place you've seen you've seen pube hair?
Is it on the sink?
Dude, I don't know. I'm a neat freak, so I my shit's pretty organized in general. And
Oh, so you shave every time.
no, that I don't do. Not every time.
So it's like a jungle down
I
there.
usually I don't know. I'll go a couple months and be like, damn.
Hey,
No, I don't know.
is it soft when like a cushion, like you push on it? It has like a springy action.
Is it a nice like you know
The thing
buoyancy.
is, like,
nice little brush?
Use some soul glow on it.
You remember like when the Lion King
I
when,
put
when,
3 flowers on it.
when Simba ran through the brush? Is it like that?
Do you use conditioner on your pubes?
Is it straight? Did you use?
I
Like,
use the
softener?
horsehair conditioner, so it's nice and
hair?
strong and
Did you
shiny.
did you use relaxer so that it just becomes like a?
My pubes look like Prince's perm.
Like a chia pet.
It looks like a horse's mane. No?
Okay, so neat freak, no
No
pubes anywhere.
pubes.
All right, what about you, Joe?
The toilet.
Toilet. That's not a weird spot.
That's not weird.
It's not a weird
It has to
spot.
be-
I
That's
don't
where
think
it
I've
should
ever
be,
found.
yeah.
I
See
don't
it
think
like
I've
in
ever
your
found
baby's
pubic
crib
hair
or something
anywhere.
like that.
Yeah.
Like, well, I like to maintain my situation down there. Sometimes
you-
I don't get to do it,
feel
but
you.
I don't think I've ever like experienced a situation where like, oh, that's my dick hair on my cup. Like,
Well,
what the
like
fuck,
maybe
dude?
because people lived at your house before, so maybe somebody left a pube
No,
somewhere.
it's never happened.
Like
Never
a
happened.
mystery. Like I stole something.
Like
so
you see it
a
on your
mystery pube.
toothbrush. Like, why is it on my toothbrush? What the fuck?
You're washing your hands in the sink. You're like, this kind of hair doesn't grow on a chin.
That's not mine.
What about you? Have you got some weird?
No, man, I keep my shit.
I guess it's just you, Keenan.
I
Well, it
trim
was
the
my
shit out of it.
hair. I just thought it was a pube. It's not,
Or-
guys. I
Or
swear.
maybe.
In my car.
Maybe it was a pube.
Actually, I never baited in my car before.
Really?
I had sex, but I never baited.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you haven't had sex in your car.
Can you bait
Sex in the car is kind of
Absolutely.
sex
Yeah,
in
you
the
can.
car is
Yeah.
kind of tough,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Sex in the car is kind of tough. I
You
don't think it's comfortable, dude.
100% bait in the car.
It-
I never done that.
Sure, but like I'm sex in the car sounds complicated.
It's
Like,
not complicated.
really
It's
not.
great.
It's really not.
Especially the
Imagine
back
this
seat.
scenario.
It is great.
Yeah.
Imagine this
I
scenario.
actually like it a lot.
You go over to a female's house. You guys have a ball. You have a great time. You guys get into it. It gets pretty heavy, and then she's like, "Yo, like I'd love to, but I'm on my period." And she's
Like,
not a
that's-
big fan.
Let's
of,
get messy.
I know. They're like, I'll lay down the
and
towel.
she's not a fan of
Oh,
doing
the
it
kid,
while,
right,
Okay,
while
right,
she's
right,
on a
right,
thing.
right.
what do
take
you
it
do?
back.
You're like, all right, well, this was fun. I'm out of here.
Okay.
You go to the car and you fucking bait because you know you're.
This sounds like a scenario that actually happened in real life.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't.
I've never done that before.
Oh, you never. Oh,
No, just because she was on her period. Just
Well, you
go
know,
bait at home.
I don't want to get blue
Wait,
balls.
but what are you? Okay, but what are you baiting to? Are you baiting to the?
Is it a phone?
The thought of you
Are you just-
having
yeah,
sex
is
with
it
her
imaginary?
on her
Sitting
period?
outside of her
my dick
window?
is rock hard.
But how do you
I'm gonna
cover it?
masturbate in the car.
How do you cover it? Because you just have, unless you have like a
Tinted windows, player.
oh, that's, I thought you had like a
The
bait.
limo tint.
Wait, she won't even suck your dick?
and then you just use a condom so that there's no cleanup afterwards.
Sometimes
Oh,
they don't.
yeah.
Sometimes they
I mean, they
don't.
don't.
You don't
but
have
it's
a
like,
bait blanket?
What? The
What?
fuck?
The fuck did you just say to me?
A blanket you
bait
you
blanket.
jizz on, or a blanket made of jizz
My
that you?
son has a blankie. Are you telling me you have a bait blankie?
Hey, you don't know your son. That thing probably breaks
Hold
like
on.
a cracker.
Whoa! Let's not defer, Keenan.
Wait a minute.
Wait, a bait blanket. What does
A
that
bait
mean?
blankie.
No,
I'm gonna call you. I'm
I
gonna
said
call it
a bait
blankie.
A bait blanket.
Take your time, my guy.
Is it buddy?
Use your words. Use your words.
Hold on, Keenan.
No, it's one. It's
We're
one.
trying to save you.
No,
Hey, you just brought up a bait
it's
blanket.
It's what you cover up so nobody sees you baiting while you're doing it in the car. What the fuck? Because everybody's gonna see you do it.
Now you just said that you've never.
I never
ever,
baited in the car.
ever
No, I had
baited
sex in the car, which is awesome.
But
I love it.
how do you and why do you know about
A bait blanket? I just made it up. Don't give away my secrets.
Come on,
Fucking
man.
Philly.
No.
You just made it up.
Yeah, I did. I just made it up.
So okay. So as
Wow,
the
two
years
people
come,
left the podcast mid-show.
This guy.
Yeah.
So the year's coming to a super
Happy
sick close.
2019.
And it's definitely one of those things where
We're all out of booze.
we're all out of booze because
we're
wait,
gonna
we
cheers.
had 3 bottles of champagne.
Save it for so we can
But it's
cheers.
champagne. It's nothing like.
I think I'll have some champagne, Sean
I'm
boy.
gonna save it. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, he finished his.
Yeah, I know.
No, I think the next segue I wanted to get into is the best and worst New Year's resolutions.
We never did that yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
so I'd like to get
ourselves
that.
or
No, just in
history?
general.
The
just
best
in general.
and worst New
What have you
Year's
heard or
resolutions?
something that you've made for
I
yourself?
haven't spoken to anybody yet.
You know, we'll wait for Deech to come back.
Best
He
and
took a
worst.
quick restroom break.
break.
Yeah, but best and worst. What have you heard that's fucking great, or just off the top of your head? It doesn't have to necessarily be something that
You know, think about it. Most people say just exercise, but I mean, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I mean, I
let
do
me-
that on a regular.
Okay,
anyway.
let me get a little more specific.
Okay.
Something that doesn't have to do with exercise or with
Healthy eating.
because that's a very common one. Like
Uh-huh.
exercise, like going to the gym more.
So we're talking about the strangest
Yeah, I
Best
guess I
and
guess we
worst.
could do strangest.
New Year's resolutions.
I can't think of anything.
What you've heard.
Honestly, actually, people have been pretty fucking quiet this year.
Yeah, they have. I haven't
about
heard
their
it.
New Year's resolutions.
Really?
People are, like, I even saw a post of someone congratulating all their friends on social media, talking about good job on not posting your New Year's.
Well,
resolutions.
it's not New Year yet.
Not yet. Not
You know,
yet.
so
yeah.
people haven't started posting their New Year's resolutions. What we're getting into right now, Deech, is about like best and worst New Year's resolutions that you've heard.
Okay.
So, is there anything specific other than
I haven't. We'll start with you. I haven't heard. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I can't. Really shitty New Year's resolutions.
That's a good
Yeah.
one, Joe. Because I can't think.
that
I can't
has
think of
nothing to
anything.
do with exercising?
Yeah.
Because that's like the main one that everybody
yeah.
going to the gym more.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. I think I haven't heard of a
No
single
specific.
one.
Yeah, not
order.
yet.
We don't have.
Huh?
We don't have to go.
Or
It's still early.
I know.
Right?
I know. I want to give up pizza for the rest, like for the whole.
That ain't gonna
2020.
happen. 5 years
Because
plus.
5 years straight, I've had pretty much almost every day. Okay, almost. Every
See,
day.
I'm glad you changed that because I know you don't eat pizza every fucking day for
Hey,
5 years.
But I could show you my my debit card statements.
Oh, it
Every
says
time I
it?
went to Whole Foods, guaranteed I grabbed a slice
Says
of
Jesus.
pizza. Have you
Really?
guys had Whole Foods pizza?
Yeah.
Nope.
I can't say I have.
It's all right.
Dude.
Maybe it's the one that you get. I have to get what you get.
But that's because Keenan likes to add bacon and all kinds of other shit to
All the
it.
weird shit.
Because Keen's a
That's for
But
you, Joe.
but Whole Foods
Yeah, do
pizza
something,
is
do
the
something.
closest thing to New York pizza you're gonna get.
Okay, but we're talking about New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, and so I'm
get
trying.
on your
I'm
shit,
trying.
I like yours.
I
I like
think
yours.
So
I
I'm
like yours.
trying to give a pizza because for the last 5 years I've had almost every day 1 to 2 to maybe a whole box of
That's
pizza
not that weird though.
myself, and I don't know where the fuck it goes.
I said best or
You
worst.
said
It
best
doesn't
or
have to
worst. Oh, that's
necessarily
okay.
be
Okay.
weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keenan,
Fuck, I
Keenan's
still
like, well, I swore off
Or even something
masturbating.
that you have thought of that was like,
I haven't done.
Have a better question. Have any of you ever actually made a resolution and kept it?
ooh. I can honestly say I've never kept any of my resolutions ever. Ever.
That should be everyone's
Damn.
answer, but there might be
I'm
an
lying.
outlier.
I'm lying. Last year I said, you know what, Joe, you have to make more money next year than you did last year.
How'd you do
And
that?
I absolutely did that.
Hey.
By being a motherfucking
Boss.
boss.
I plan to sleep with more money. No, I plan to wake up with more money than I go to sleep with.
And if I work that out this year, I'm gonna do it again next year.
That's right.
100%. Let's go.
Hey. I can't think of anything.
I,
What
I
about
can't
you?
think of anything, and I feel like, well, that's not true. I mean, aside from fitness, I don't think I've kept any resolutions. Like I try to be nicer, but there are a lot of stupid ass people in the world.
There
so
are a lot of stupid ass people.
that one failed the first week.
Can we talk about
This year has made me more. This year has
Why-
made me
why
more
not?
bitter about
Really?
people. Yeah, like
Or-
I'm gonna go into
or-
2020
People-
a
Now, is it
fucking
bitter
asshole.
or is it more of just realizing and just acceptance?
Yeah.
Is
I've
it bitter or is it
I've
more
realized that
acceptance?
nobody asked me to be, but I've been a very generous person,
Okay.
and for a lot of things. I mean, I have my moments, but for the most part, I'm a pretty generous person, and I've decided going into 2020, that's not fucking happening anymore.
Really?
Are you gonna break that?
That's not gonna happen anymore.
Like in one sense,
Champagne. I feel it.
Like
you're gonna be a little more selfish.
yeah, I'm not gonna
That's the
say
idea, right?
yes to people anymore
Okay.
because
That's
I
awesome.
care about
No.
them.
Ask him a question right now. That's a yes or no. See what you get.
Because I have a tendency to
Everybody
make
ignored
time.
you.
I make time.
I know. I wanted to prove his theory,
Wait,
but
no.
whatever.
To be fair, I was trying to think of something, and I was like, that kind of. I don't know if I can. No.
No, I usually find a way to say yes and then find a way to deliver on that, but I don't even do that shit for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And as I've gone in, especially towards the tail end of this year, as I've gone into it, I've realized, fuck, man. The past couple of days, I want to say maybe about a month or so, I've been daily erasing my or archiving my messages, right?
Okay.
To see who writes to me and like for what. Not as much as a test as an observation, and very few, except for my really close peoples, will hit me up without just fucking asking me for something. And it's like it blew my mind. You know what I mean? Because there are people like. It's one of two things. Either people only hit me up because they want something from me, or I never hit people up asking for something. And, I don't think I'm one of those people that generally tends to ask people for shit.
What is
Here's
it
what
that
irks
you
me.
need?
So it's gotta be
go
that.
ahead.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what irks me.
Okay.
That I've always expressed that to you. Like, yo, if you need anything, hit me up.
That's true.
If you need anything, hit me up. Same with you. Fuck you. It's with you.
You wanna
I've
go
always
there?
Done that with you guys. I've always done that with you guys. So it's not that you've had a lack of it.
I don't ask people for shit.
It's that you have.
And you got to find out what you
Restricted
want. I hit Philly up for stuff that I want. I hit you up for stuff that I want. I don't get it, but still, I still do it.
You'll never
Yeah.
get my hand.
I don't want
The
it.
helping
stranger.
hand.
Oh, okay.
Not that hand. Not that hand.
But
I mean, if you needed it, I mean, I guess.
how comfortable are you
Well,
guys
Joe.
with asking people for shit that you need?
It took me a while to get to that,
It's tough, isn't it?
It is tough. Yeah.
especially friends and family.
Like, there's a lot of pride, a lot of things that come along with that,
Yeah.
But like the truth is, like, I don't know how it's never people
I'm
that are
pretty
close to
dope.
me. It's
That's
never
the
people.
thing, though. Like,
It's
I'm-
never people that are close to me that
don't
ask
need
me for shit.
shit.
I
It's
know this
rarely,
guy. Fuck this
the people
guy.
who are close to me rarely ask me for shit. But-
the closest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the people who are going on associates and shit like that,
Mhm.
they have no fucking problem asking. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
And I guess I shouldn't be mad. What I should be doing is looking at that and saying, hey, I should learn how to ask too.
You know what I do want?
What do you want, Joe?
is for more of the listeners to repost us. Just
Interesting.
talk about us.
Yeah.
Yo,
Listeners,
if
talk
you're
about
listening,
us.
Say
if you're
some
listening to this podcast, don't be a bitch. Fucking repost.
Don't be a schoolboy
promote,
bitch.
fucking shout out the pod, okay? If you're a fan,
Yeah.
shout him out.
From
I
one
do-
fan to another.
I honestly
Hey,
do.
Shout out to Creeps who's not here. He's supposed to be here, but he's handling some shit right
I
now.
heard that
Okay,
he might
okay.
be
Yeah.
losing
He had to
parents.
take care of some stuff.
It's
my
cool.
boy.
It's
We would have
cool.
loved
It's cool.
like you. The energy we've had tonight would have
Yeah.
been escalated if
Yo,
Creeps had
yeah.
been here.
He was like, "Oh, I was gonna make it, but then I found out I had something cooler to go
Nah,
do."
we hit these guys last minute.
Yeah, yeah,
It was pretty last
understandable.
minute.
The
It was
fact
pretty
that
last minute.
that
Yeah.
Deech was able to come
And
out
it's
is-
really appreciated.
I
You're able
forgot
to
that
come
I was
through.
actually in charge of finding the guest this week or whatever, and totally spaced, and so
Yeah.
That's fine. I thought
All
that we
good.
didn't even supposed to have a guest.
No, we
this
did.
week.
If you look on Trello,
it was
That we
last week.
did?
We weren't
Okay,
supposed to have a guest,
okay.
but I brought someone on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
which is fine. Which is
Yeah,
fine.
we're
You're welcome.
glad to
You're
hear.
welcome. You're welcome.
That was
You're
the best
welcome.
thing to happen to this podcast.
Hey, thinking about making you a host. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. See, here's the hard thing. We've already had a Korean guest before.
Ooh.
So,
oh, fuck.
Sean Park.
Yeah, shout out to
yeah,
Sean Park.
shout out
He's
to
like,
Sean
like,
Park. That's
who?
my boy, man. Fucking Coriano
He said-
Reeves. I
he
can't
said-
say anything
oh,
bad
okay,
about
yeah,
him. That's
Coriano Reeves. Or,
He's been on the pod multiple
or
times.
as I know
Yes.
him, the
Yes.
drummer.
The drummer.
Dude, we were in a rock band together. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
In high school.
No.
In high school,
Duh.
dude.
Wait, is that music available for us to listen to?
Shit,
Uh,
yeah.
You can find some of it on YouTube.
On
Yeah,
YouTube?
yeah.
What's the name of the
For
band?
real.
We were called Paparazzi Paycheck.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
I like it.
Dude.
You gotta check it out.
I
You gotta
will check it out.
I have to now.
Dude, we were on the verge of
Yeah.
writing a Korean version of our song at one point, man. Because honestly, that's how I even when I was learning how to read and write in Hangukmal, I was studying
Drop the
music
Korean
This
real
guy
quick.
because I learned that Little John actually got a lot of his start selling beats in Korea.
Uh-oh.
Because it's a fucking industry out there, dude.
mhm.
It's a cultural export.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is 100%
For hip
And
hop?
they
You can have
fucking
a
do it
Korean
right.
act come out here and it will sell out
Mhm.
like that.
You know what I mean? It's badass. And so I was like studying. I learned all kind and also I was trying to use it to help me learn and understand the language better. You know, I remember the day I heard someone say something when I was at my spot, Cafe Bene. Dude, I fucking live at Cafe
Hey.
Bene, bro. What's
I know that
up? Dude, I get the pizza bread, you know, dude. So or Time and Times, all that shit, man. So
Time and Times.
it's too bad the 24-hour one on like closed down.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
So I was always there, like listening, and when I started like understanding what people were saying, or I could go to to get a
That's
haircut
dope.
and be
Uh-huh.
like, "We 조금 해주세요." You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, asshole. You know?
We gotta find you a Korean girl, Philly.
You don't know how happy I'd be to do that.
All right. Hey, you know what? Now
I'd be
that
like,
I know,
사랑해.
oh, I got you, bro. I'm gonna talk to my cousins real quick.
Dude. Dude, I'm with it, man.
You need a green card, cousin?
I know.
Dude, I
I
come
got
here and be
two
like,
Latin friends over here.
But
I'm in the
see-
Latin girls, and then they had nothing.
but see, I took time to understand the culture, dude.
Oh, fuck you guys.
I could go in there and be like, "No 나를 원해, 너 내게 봐줘, 내게 미쳐."
Okay, yeah, these Korean girls, their pussy's gonna fall out. Yo, all right, I'm gonna try to hook something up real quick.
Dude, please.
For sure, for sure.
So when you can you do me this
정말
song?
고맙습니다.
Yo, fucking Philly fanatic, bro.
God damn it!
Don't look at me,
Keenan,
Joe. Don't look at
I'm
me.
gonna find
You
a
need to
girl
step your
for
game
you.
up, Keenan.
I'm gonna have to just learn some Spanish.
Hey, we can trade off.
Si
I'll find
cuento.
you a Korean girl, you find me.
I got you. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
Sorry,
Little
Keenan.
favor for the favor. This
With
dick is
pro
what I
quo.
gave her.
We'll hit up the conga room together, bro.
I'm down. I'm down.
I don't go clubbing, but if this is cultural exchange,
And we can go booking.
hey.
Hey, he said he go booking.
Hell yeah.
And then we'll take them back to a hookah spot right there on Alexandria and 60. You know what time it is?
Fuck yeah.
Actually, Deech is like super into the sake house,
Ooh.
which
Okay.
is
Oh,
Where's
they're
that at?
great.
it's a great experience.
Six in
every time you
Alexandria. Shout out Sake House by
Dude,
Hikari.
that whole spot right
Hikari,
there.
yeah.
Sir,
man.
Chapman
People
Plaza.
don't know.
Chapman
Yeah.
Plaza. There's history there, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
changed a lot.
go. 100%.
Changed a lot. I remember back at least like 8 years ago, every Friday, Saturday night. There was
was a spot.
There
was a fight.
Yeah.
That's back when Korean gangs were prevalent. Now
Yeah.
it's gentrified as
Super,
fuck.
super.
but-
Oh, yeah,
but
I
it was
know.
the spot
It's
to be at.
dwindled like
Yeah.
since then, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're all older now.
Yeah, but all the bangers are either dead or locked up or in legit businesses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Moved on, invested their money properly.
Yeah, but now they still have their little underlings
Yeah.
to do their little gang stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're smart at that, for sure. But that's the spot, man. Come, you know what? We should all go out to the sake house.
Dude,
Yeah, I love that.
I'm
That'd be
down.
cool.
I'm down.
I
And we
drink
can
sake.
we can
You know I'm
vlog
down.
about it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
I'll
we
bring
can-
my can. I need to use it for stuff, man.
Fuck
Because you know what I mean. Like I have $3,000 set up that's just sitting there collecting dust. So
$3,000, guys.
Yes.
It needs to get
Used
the
and
investment
abused.
has to,
You need to
he has
use
to get
it.
a return
Yeah.
on investment.
For sure.
All right.
So, what is your New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution is
Joe's like, oh, I need to make one up right now.
see, that's the thing. Like I don't do New Year's resolutions
Oh.
because
That way,
I never fulfill them.
Well, why don't your New Year's resolution be fulfill one of the past 10 years?
It'll never happen.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm telling you now, I ain't doing it.
to be a doper human being,
Okay.
which I'm
Like,
already
that's gonna
pretty fucking
happen.
It's
dope.
not
Joe's like,
possible.
let me
You're
just
too
choose
dope
something
already,
like-
Joe.
Friendship.
And then he unlocks his deeper, doper human being.
I know.
Fusion high.
You missed it.
Oh,
We were gonna
God.
try to fusion, but
Yeah.
Honestly, man, consistency is probably the
dicks.
hardest thing to do as a person, man, because consistency involves routine. It involves automatic behavior and
lot of
and
discipline.
habitual. And humans are drawn to the path of least resistance, not most resistance. And most resistance is not what we're doing. In fact, anytime there's resistance, we're like, I don't want it that bad, bro.
Yeah.
So, are you happy with what you did?
the only time that no, that's
Go ahead.
that's what,
Come on. What is it, Joe? Was it the
this is
butthole
Joe
good.
thought
This is
about
gonna
it
be
and
real
he was
good.
like, yeah,
I was
no.
gonna say the only time I fight against resistance is with the girl.
God.
Uh-oh.
That is, we'll edit that out.
Yeah.
And what he meant by that was that
Context, ladies
just
and gentlemen.
because it's like that Aaliyah song. If
We're all
at
like
first
trying
you
to-
don't succeed,
We're all trying to defend Joe, like, oh, ladies, don't.
You didn't mean it that way. You just meant.
It sounds like something I would say. I see how I get it now. Well, I'm on the other side. Okay. I see what you guys do to me.
Joe was like, "Wow, that's not going to land well."
But for the most part, guys, guys,
Yeah.
the only time they actually fight an uphill battle is when it's
When
a
courting.
woman.
Yeah, when courting.
they're trying to court a woman.
Wait, what? Wait.
When a man is trying to court a woman, that's
Huh?
the only time they'll really try to fight an uphill
And
battle.
man,
But not
it
in a-
unlocks all their creativity.
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
Just,
yeah.
Okay, just to try and.
Some of my
have
best
sex.
ideas
So-
have been trying to get
But-
into someone's pants.
Oh, okay, but not in the ways of where she already said no, and then you try another method. It's just
Even then,
Oh, yeah?
no, even then, like
Okay.
you'll
It's
you'll,
like that Aaliyah song, though.
More
if
alcohol.
at first, you
yeah,
don't
more
succeed.
Yeah.
alcohol. Oh, shit.
I might be
A roofie.
bugging on the
Little bit.
first date. What about the next date? Oh,
Okay.
come on.
What? I don't see where that gets the guy.
That's
to,
very 1999.
Yeah.
Well, it's like primaries, my fucking man, dude. Now it's all about the 90s, dude. Straight up.
Wasn't she with R.
90s culture
Kelly?
stays with me, bro.
Wasn't she with R. Kelly?
Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she married him.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we shouldn't talk about Aaliyah and not saying no to our fucking
Yo.
her songs.
But like Aaliyah, Richie Van, how many celebrities have died in planes and why? What is it about planes and
Eye.
celebrities? Dude, yeah.
Left Eye, Jenny Rivera,
Not
One of
Jefferson.
the Kennedys died in a plane, right?
one
Yeah.
of the Kennedys. Yeah, Kennedy Jr.
Yeah.
Credence-
He died.
Dude, but then
What's
I've,
that band?
I've ridden plenty of planes and never, I mean, I've experienced turbulence. But I
Bro,
was like,
I
fuck.
live on planes.
Yeah,
Right.
he does.
I
So
travel so
Yeah.
much.
I don't know about you, but there's clearly some foul play. Let's not get into
well,
conspiracy.
you have to consider
Happens.
too that a lot of these were like charter planes, like private planes.
Yeah.
Smaller.
Yeah, they were
They
private
weren't the
planes.
jumbo
Even
jet
easier to commit
747.
crime that way.
Yeah, the only one that's a jumbo jet 747 is like there's the
that
hostage one, and then there's the one.
There's that plane that Manila that
that
disappeared.
disappeared.
Yeah.
disappeared.
Disappeared,
I mean,
air quotes.
There's you can't
Around Russia.
I know,
Air
right?
quotes.
Like,
Oh, speaking
on,
of which,
the
did you
physics
guys
isn't
see?
there.
Apparently, like Russia unveiled like their newest weapon or some shit.
no,
like
what's that?
Yeah,
They
it's
have,
a
like,
big
some-
ass dick.
Yeah, basically,
Oh,
it's like
shit.
it's like some super anti-magnetic wave or like some crazy shit that none of our radars can see or any of our forces.
Well,
can
there's
fight,
a method.
supposedly.
There's a way where you can. I mean,
Supposedly.
hypothetically, if you were able to build a, they're called rail guns. Where in the sense where you use magnetics and you can shoot an object pretty fast, pretty far. It's possible.
That's exactly what I do with my,
I use
Just say dick.
Yeah,
That's what you do with your dick.
Joe. So, are you happy with the year end of 2019?
I'm surrounded by these guys.
For the
man.
most part,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think for myself,
2019 was a good year.
I think I've had a pretty solid year.
Okay.
100%.
What about
Yeah,
your
he
side?
met
You
me.
Oh, he
Yeah.
met you. Oh, yeah. That's right.
There are a lot of
You met
elements
TNG?
this year.
He's like, of course you did. You
And
met me.
we've had conversations about this before.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
like it's really hard to find in our age group,
Friends, right?
It's
This
really
is a
hard to
real
find
thing.
friends.
This is a
Like,
real thing.
So if
It's
you're
really
Keenan,
not-
unless you're Keenan. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's that?
I don't know. Some douche on this.
a
fucking
big ass
And then if you're a
pervert.
bookworm like me, it's even harder,
No,
man.
but it is tough
'Cause
to
I'm-
It
find
is.
like
It really is.
I'm so
Quality
fucking-
people.
I'm
Like,
quality
exactly.
people, yes.
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
meet acquaintances all day,
Yeah.
all day, all night. I do that all the time. I meet people every fucking day, but to have actual genuine friends who you can actually like hang out with, have decent conversations with.
That's true.
It's tough to do that as an adult.
Yeah.
We have this huge it's like a
huge-
stigma, like if you're an adult man, heterosexual man, you can't really talk about two other men about your problems or your dreams or your hopes or
Yeah,
all
that's
this
bullshit,
shit.
though.
That's true.
But
yeah,
but
I
bro,
agree with that.
like
It is bullshit.
if you meet the right people, you can have a conversation about anything.
Unless you're Keenan, then don't talk to us about anything.
Yeah, don't say shit.
He's busy working on his porn anthology anyway. So,
God damn it! I just,
You know
I
what
do that
though?
to
Don't
myself.
give up on it, man. You're gonna come
Don't
up
give
with
up on my.
you're
my
a porn historian, bro. You can be a porn
You're gonna come
historian through the decades,
That's it.
bro.
the oldest
your-
bush in the. This might have been the burning bush they talked about in the Bible.
Yeah, the history of pubes versus no pubes versus a little bit of pubes.
Oh,
He's
God.
a
The air strip.
cinephile.
Yeah.
Cinephile.
He's a pornophile. A pornophile.
That sounds
He'd be like,
bad though.
I mean,
is there a
it depends on
lighter
who you're
word?
talking
You
to.
know what's crazy is somebody
was
out there
bang
has that
bust.
job.
Yeah.
Somebody out there is a real
Yeah.
porn historian.
That was
Pretty
Bang
much.
Bus circa 2017. I think that was the August edition.
Oh,
Bro,
God.
That's
I
back
used to
then
watch
when-
the old Bang Bus. You remember
Yeah.
that shit? When
Yeah, I
they was
remember
like
Bang
kicking the
Bus.
girls out of the.
I used to think that was real. Like
Me
that-
too.
that- I
Me
didn't
too.
think it was like
I felt
fake.
so bad for those girls. They go out and
Yep.
pee, and
And then they get
just
left
ditch 'em.
off.
Yeah, they
No
left, and then
underwear.
sometimes they would do it with the guys too. They would fuck the guy and then leave him out there.
Oh, I
they
never
would.
watched
yeah?
the guy ones.
Yeah?
Like
No,
No,
I mean,
no, no, no.
After the guy
the
finishes
gay
fucking
Bang
the
Bus.
girl,
No,
I never
no.
watched the gay Bang Bus, Keenan, but I'm sure you know about that.
No, the one where
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
I'm very open.
yeah. Oh.
Open home.
So do you find 2019 to be a good year for you as well, like Joe?
The end of it, you know what? It ended
As
really
you
well.
look back?
Yeah, like I was going through a really, really rough period for like a span of like 4 months. Just a lot of, I mean, it was depression. A lot of
Dude, I've been there,
severe
man.
anxiety, like
We're
crippling
there.
anxiety and stuff like
We're
that.
there.
But
We've had conversations about
Yeah.
that before,
Yeah,
so we
but-
can absolutely relate.
but I through my friends and therapy, it's ended on a really high note.
Oh, yeah,
like
good.
so,
Nice.
it's ended really well.
And you're here with
yeah,
us.
exactly. And
what are the
better
odds of
way?
that, right?
What better way to end the fucking year?
Yeah.
the last Sunday of the month of the
Dude.
year
Yeah,
than with you guys.
nice.
Dude.
New
I'm honored.
podcast.
New
For
podcast.
sure.
That's a
Fuck
fact.
yeah, bro.
What about and Keenan Dick? Philly, what about you? Like
No,
19, 2019?
like I was trying to tell you, I honestly, I've been
Before
doing.
we
I've
really
been.
interrupted him.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
I've been doing a lot of things. I mean, I always do, but fuck, man, I never realized how much thinking really goes on in my head until like recently. In fact, I've been making it a practice these past couple of days. As soon as I wake up, I just start writing anything I'm thinking about and just get it all out of my head.
Nice.
Because it's the only way I can shut this shit up, man. And sometimes it's insightful, sometimes it's not. But it brings me back to this thing that literally changed my life when I was 14, and it's still relevant every single day of my life today. If you're the voice inside your head, who is the person listening?
Ooh.
That shit changed my life when I was 14. Wow. And I've learned now that if I just write all that shit down, I've always had this thing where I say, if you keep it in your head, it remains a subject and it remains subjective. But if you put it down somewhere, whether it's on paper or in a notepad, it becomes an object, and therefore you can be objective about it. You know what I mean? And the more I've been doing this, there's like books that talk about it, like the artist way. They call it morning pages. It really is. It's like their affordable therapy. You know what I mean? Because I've read enough self-help in my life, more than enough, that I can combine what I know. It's just hard to be objective when I keep the shit in my head. But like I had a fucking like a small little, my little brother texted me, I think it was the Christmas Eve, one of my little brothers on my dad's side, and he was like, hey Phil, I hope you're having a good Christmas. And I was watching Uncut Gems, right? And like I saw that, I was like, fuck. And so I'm gonna
no, go ahead, Filthy.
Yeah, I'm getting the feels.
No, I don't. It's all good.
And like I saw the text, and you know, like again, like I said, family's been tough for me. So when I saw that, I was like, fuck, man. Like it's hard for me, man, to know what to do about all my family. You know what I mean? And it kind of all just came down all at once. Like I was gonna text him. I was like, let me call him. So I want to wish him a Merry Christmas or whatever, right? And as I'm talking to him, I was like, hey man, how do you usually feel around Christmas? You know, because me, during the holidays, I go away, right? Mostly 100%. because I'm like, I can't. I feel bad that I'm in one place and not another, right?
Right.
And there's literally no way all of them are going to agree to be in one place. For sure, no.
Different personalities.
Some of them just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them don't get along with each other.
Yeah, some of them get. I've been, and that's why my brother was like, yeah, it's kind of weird, man. And I was like, look, man, it's really weird for me. I've had siblings say they don't want to be part of my life anymore, simply because I was in a situation where I had to choose between one or the other because of their shit. And because I didn't do anything, and then by default you make a choice. They're like, well, I don't want to fucking be part of your life anymore, right? Shit like that. And so, and then on top of that, I add this pressure to myself as the oldest sibling, and not everyone not having real parents and shit like that. Like, I add this pressure. Like, I've got to fucking find a way to you know, that proverbial, I got to make it, right? Whatever the fuck that means. And in a lot of cases, it just means money. And it's not that people are asking me for shit, but when I have 18 siblings, most of them are having kids or have multiple, you know what I mean? And on top of that, like, I start thinking like, I want to buy all the little ones. Like, I don't care about the siblings. Maybe I'll get them something, maybe not. But if they're kids,
right,
they want their uncle, this, and like, you know, all this pressure, right? And then the fact that like their parents, our dad or our mom, wasn't able to give them shit on top of that. Like, I really want to do things. It all just came at once, and like I started talking to my little brother, like, I'm fucking sorry, man. Like, this is how I feel, you know? And he was like, fuck, man. And I was like, and like for the last 25 years of my life, this is what it's been like, man. I've just had this shit on my chest every fucking holiday. And he was like, oh man, I'm sorry, Phil. You know, he's like, I just wanted to see you. No, he's like, I just wanted to, like, I just want to see you, man. He's like, I don't care about all that. And I was like, I know people say that. Yeah. But man, you're going to sit here and say, even though people say it.
Could he?
I know who it was too.
Could he come out to see him? Like, no. Does he have the ability to come out to see you?
No, yeah. They do. They do. No, it's not that. What I'm saying is like, it's like, I know people say, I just want to see you and you don't have to bring anything, but man, come on now. Like, it's the holidays. Like, and I know, I get it. But it's also like the person, it's the culture. It's like in myself, like, you know, how I feel, what I want to do. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way.
Well, because I wanted to see you for that.
About anybody.
No, I know Joe's a bit, but I would actually, if you didn't want to come see and hang out, I would go to you.
No, I know.
And come straight to you. Like, you're not gonna get rid of me.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You guys keep telling me, and I don't know, man. I know I'm not the only.
Wait a minute. That was a little fucking passive aggressive. Yeah, you guys keep telling me that.
No. You guys keep telling me, reminding me that I should not trip so much
To
about
let
It's
it
not
go.
that
Yeah,
deep.
yeah. It's not that
Right,
big.
right.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There's so many.
But I feel like I should start sharing this shit because maybe I'm not the only person.
That's possible.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Especially our listeners. There's a lot
For
of
sure.
people
You
out
get
there
it
that-
out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
yeah.
again, I talk about this even before we started this podcast. It's something that I just go by. Like, I know that people in the holidays, I've experienced a lot of people commit suicide.
Mhm.
So I know that people around this time especially are gonna fucking commit suicide. So if I can do anything to prevent that, then I'm 100% for it. Not saying that you are part of that demographic of people that are actually going to do it, but it's still along the lines of, yo, you need somebody to be around.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't want to be around somebody, you kind of need somebody to be around just to remind you.
It's crazy
which
you
is
bring that up
why
because
I was
even though I wouldn't,
Yeah.
like I started reflecting on people like Kurt Cobain or Robin Williams or Mac Miller.
But that's
and,
not
like,
the way you should be reflecting.
happiest
no, 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 no,
people.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Like I would think about just like when I told you, like I think I understand why people like stay high, right? The same thing with them. I realized there's like this perfect example. I've been chasing fame for a lot of years, right? And then recently with the fallout of my relationship, I also started chasing like this idea, this idea of getting over this person, right? And meeting somebody new. And what I realized was that I've been placing, and a lot of people do this in different areas, right? I've been placing this external validation quest like as a top priority in one way or another for one thing or another, right? Some people do it for money. Some people do it for love. And thankfully, a lot of my efforts have failed so miserably that I felt so dejected that then I came to a place where I'm like, you know what? I don't fucking need any of this. Because it's not working out for me, fine, great, but it causes me to reflect. And I think to myself, you really don't need all that shit. It's nice to have it.
Right.
But like I can either look at that or I can look at the fact that a lot of the rest of my life is fucking badass. Like there are people who have families who wish they didn't because I could get up right now and go wherever the fuck I want and not have to explain anything to anybody
Right.
at all. I could leave to Spain tomorrow, tonight.
Yeah.
And there are people who can't do that for whatever fucking reason.
Guilty.
Right?
Yep.
I have a car 2018. I was able to lease it because my credit is good. Right? In fact, I put $0 down when I got it and they just came and gave me the keys. I didn't even have to pay for the first month.
How is that possible?
You're like,
Great
like,
credit.
Brag.
No. What I'm trying to say is like, there are
Nah, my credit's all right.
there are a million fucking things I could look at that are positive.
Yeah.
Right? Or I can look at all this other shit. It really is a fucking choice, man.
It really,
Yeah.
half glass full.
The only
half
thing
empty.
you have no
Yeah.
choice on
Yeah.
is being born. That's it. Everything else is a choice.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Absolutely
That's
true.
a fact,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I guess after
100%.
And then there's that
86.
idea of like that we had
Your
already
gender is not a choice, by the way.
true.
That's true. You can't.
if you're attracted to, well, I mean genetics.
you can change that gender if you decided to.
now.
Okay,
But
yeah.
that's-
I mean, in that sense,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
you can't change. You can't
What
choose the
turns you
gender
on?
you're born as.
Not born into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can
Yeah.
change it if you want.
if you want. Yeah.
And there's also like, and I've always said that attraction isn't a choice.
Yes.
You like what you like.
Yes.
You like what you like.
Yeah, you do.
You indecisive
Exactly. Yeah.
I like
you
noob.
like what you like.
Like noob.
I like
Yeah.
lamp. I
Speaking
like
of which, you know it's the soapbox hour now, right?
And like
Oh, shit,
an
is it?
hour ago.
no, we're in there. No, there's no time here.
I know.
There's no
It's also
time.
the end of the year episodes.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
yeah.
So we got to go 4 hours
This is
straight.
2000. Oh, wait.
Joe doesn't know what
What the fuck?
Joe doesn't know what
You get a blowout, and you get a blowout, and you get a
fucking
blowout.
drunk.
Everybody gets a blowout.
Joe's like, it's 2000. 2000, man.
We only had 3 bottles of champagne,
Fuck
Joe.
you.
Relax.
And we shared it too.
Bro,
Philly
I
had
only
little.
I only had like 2 glasses of that.
Wait, so who had the most? Because I know.
Keenan did.
No, I didn't.
That's probably me.
How many times did you fill up Keenan?
What? Hey,
3
wait,
or 4.
You gave him 4 pumps.
Same as you.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
Joe?
yeah,
we
yeah.
pumped the same.
I think we all had about 4 glasses.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
probably
I
me.
had about
I was
four.
probably like
Yeah.
We all
So
we
I
all
don't
had
know
a
why
little-
you're so fucked up.
I'm not fucked up.
Eat a dick.
I'm fucked up on noob.
Hey.
Okay, I'll pull my cock out.
All right.
Right on the forehead.
We have come to this soapbox portion of this podcast. Traditionally, we always come to the guest to start the soapbox.
Okay.
Deech, I know I spoke to you about the soapbox
sir.
on our drive over here, but just so the guests know, the soapbox is the portion where we shut the fuck up.
Soapbox is the portion where we shut the fuck up. Got it.
The soapbox.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna splice that out and in the future use it as a
Soundbite.
Clip,
Soundbite.
Shut the fuck up.
because we're gonna have the things. I can easily do
Hell
it.
yeah. Hell yeah.
So the soap.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Fuck. All right.
The soapbox is the portion where we give the guests and all the speakers the platform to say or speak on whatever they want to speak
Okay.
on, whether it's promote, push, rant, rave, complain about whatever it is.
Okay.
You get the moment. Once you decide
one
your
can say
moment is
shit.
over, you just give it up.
Okay. No
So
one can say
each,
shit, right?
as the guest for the 2019 Blowout,
Yo.
you get the floor for the first soapbox. Deech, give it to us.
Thank you for that, Joe. I'm gonna talk about my road rage and these stupid motherfuckers on the street. No, I'm kidding. That's just. Yeah. But I feel you, bro. I feel you. There's a lot of motherfuckers. We should be. Anyway, that's yeah. So my soapbox, and I briefly mentioned this to you on the way to pick up the champagne. It's about mental health. I feel like a lot of people don't really focus on it aside from like Charlamagne the God. I mean, I listen to the Brilliant Idiots podcast.
Well,
He's such an advocate for mental health. And I feel like, especially in the Korean community, or maybe even the Asian community, we don't like to talk about mental health because we are made perfect, right? Asians, we are calculative. We know what we need to do to be a good person, to live a better life. You need to be a doctor. You need to learn an instrument when you're a kid, and then you marry into a good family or blah, blah, blah. But this is really near and dear to me because I mentioned earlier, but I've been seeing a therapist for the past 3 months or so. A lot of it was because I was going through a lot of personal shit, and it was just like I was having like insane like panic attacks, like crippling to the point where I couldn't focus at work. There are times where I would just call out of work because I just didn't want to get out of bed. And for a lot of people, mental health and seeing a therapy in general is like not a good thing, right? It means that something's wrong with you, that there's a problem in your life that you can't fix on your own or with your friends and family that you need to see a professional with. But there's such a stigma behind mental health, which there shouldn't be, because these people are here to help you either realize something that you didn't realize about yourself, because we grow up kind of covering a lot of things that we don't want to express. We repress a lot of things and we try to deal with it on our own, but a lot of people just don't know how to express the things that they're feeling. You know, there's no outlet for it. For me, as a kid, I was an angry kid growing up. I think a lot of Korean kids are, just because my dad used to beat the shit out of us and he wasn't affectionate, and I grew up wanting affection from him and wanting to feel the love and wanting him to express his love for us. You know, my mom covered that and she covered us in her love. So that was my saving grace. But growing up, I didn't know how to control my anger. I didn't know how to express. I didn't know what the fuck I was feeling a lot of the time. It was just like, I feel hurt and angry and I don't know how to express it aside from like blowing up for some stupid reason because my mom woke me up at like 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning or something. And I was like, you know. But I realized that, you know, therapy is there for you to kind of see within yourself and see, you're basically telling these people your experiences and what you're feeling, and they kind of give you little things to think about, like, oh, well, maybe do you think it's because of this incident that you mentioned when you were a kid, whatever it is. So a lot of what I learned about myself in therapy was that there was a lot of baggage that I had from my childhood with my relationship with my father that really affected all of my relationship with all my friends, my family, and my like significant other. You know, so especially just individually, I feel like if you're going through something, or if you feel like there's just so much in you that's bottled up, you should go see a therapist. Whether or not you have any issues, it just helps just to have somebody be there to listen to you, even, you know, because I didn't realize that I could speak to somebody, a complete stranger, and bare my soul to somebody that I didn't know, when I can do that with my friends and family. Because it's different when you're with your friends. They're like, you know, they're kind of biased, you know, they're like, oh yeah, but you'll get over it, bro. Like, yeah, there's a light at the end of the tunnel and blah, blah, blah. But they don't really know what you're going through. They don't understand. They can't explain and help you decipher these feelings. So through my therapy session, I've really learned a lot about myself and dug deep into myself to really see what the real issues were. And it's really helped me open up and realize a lot of the issues that I had were from my childhood. A lot of it was like anger and hurt towards my dad, which has changed a lot because he's gone through a lot of, I mean, he has brain cancer right now. He had brain surgery. It was crazy. We were like super scared for his life. But after that, he kind of, I don't know if there was like a switch that flicked, and he was like so affectionate. I didn't know how to deal with that. And I think a lot of that emotion was like, okay, I've been wanting this my entire life, but I don't know how to process this. And for me, it was just like, is he only feeling this way because he almost died? Or is this how he really felt? And he just couldn't express it because that's how he grew up and he was raised to like, you know, hold his feelings in. But through all of that, through just the sessions that I've had, it's made me really appreciate and realize how important mental health is. You can be the smartest, the coolest, the fucking richest motherfucker, but if your mental health is not where it needs to be, if you are struggling internally, you are never gonna be happy. I mean, I could be dating the finest girl and having like, you know what, none of that shit fucking matters unless you're good with yourself. If I'm not happy with myself, I can't make anyone else happy. I won't be happy with anyone else, regardless of how much money I make, which, you know, whatever. And so for me, I realized that this is something that is not just for me. I try to advocate. Like, I was talking to my friend, shout out Laura O. Joe saw me. I'm having dinner last night, and we were just going deep into the conversation about mental health. But mental health is wealth, man. It's mental wealth. And I just feel like if you're going through something that you can't figure out on your own, that you don't know how to work out, maybe talk to somebody. Talk to a professional. Seek counseling. If you listen to the Brilliant Idiots podcast, they talk about, is it Good Health or something like that? They have like people that you can reach out to. You can text or call. And they'll link you with somebody who will counsel you, will, you know, be your guide in your mental health journey, because that shit is important, y'all. Mental health is the key to happiness. I know, you know, people might think, you're going to see a shrink, but yo, trust me, it's helped me really be a better version of myself. It's really helped me open up and just figure out who the fuck I am. Because for a lot of my life, I don't even really know who the fuck I was. I just thought I should be whoever people wanted me to be. And, you know, that never really made me happy. So bottom line, man, mental health is important. Get on it. Fix yourself.
Super dope, dude.
Motherfucking son of a mother. Great job.
Yeah.
Love it.
You want to go after him?
He was like, that was the greatest speech I ever heard.
That was great, dude.
But
He said all the things I wanted to say.
To add to that, though,
You can't add to it.
That's not how it works,
Soapbox.
This is my soapbox.
Keenan just took a fork and stabbed the table on paper plate
As
with
you
it.
can see, I have something to work
Yeah, you
with.
need to go see somebody, bro.
Speaking of mental health,
Keenan.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm here, because I get to say stuff at least this, for the soapbox, and they can't say anything back. So it's my one chance to actually tell somebody. You motherfucker!
So Keenan,
shut your mouth. Shut your
wait,
mouth.
are you starting?
Yes, this is
Oh,
my
my
soapbox.
bad.
Shut
Okay,
your
my bad.
mouth.
Go ahead.
Shut your mouth. As I was saying, Joe's awesome. But no, I actually I do use this podcast as a way, because I mean, Philly and Joe hang out with me and they know that a lot of stuff I say on here is stuff that I kind of pretty much say in real life. But even the soapbox is where I actually have a moment publicly to say whatever's on my mind. And it does get out a lot without at least backlash from some people, depending on what the topic is about. But it is a nice relief. But on that topic, my additive soapbox is about the podcast and the appreciation I have for being on this podcast. A long time ago in a city far, far away, Los Angeles, I met up with Joe and Philly doing this in episode 3, and I never would have known that I would be a part of it. So it's really trippy, because I thought it was just going to be like a one-time thing, and then maybe I liked it so much that I could probably be like a side thing and do things behind the scenes and stuff like that. But actually be on it is almost breaking out of my shell, because I never am on the stage. I'm always behind the scenes. So to be here, to be able to be myself, is pretty incredible. It's really trippy thing to actually have for myself, to be out there and say all the nasty stuff that I say, and sometimes get away with it, sometimes not. But for people actually, for once in their life, kind of hear who I'm all about, at least verbally and mentally. The things I do physically, I'll say, what I and won't do. But for the most part, it's actually a moment where I can be just myself. So for the end of my soapbox, I'll keep this kind of brief, is that I'm very appreciative of being on this show with you two, and the fact that I get to be here every Sunday, and the dedication that I have of the show, to be able to be myself compared to anywhere else is pretty awesome. And I'm glad I have it. And yes, please promote and showcase N.O.O.B if you like it. Tell people, recommend people, say you wouldn't believe what the hell this dude just said on this episode. Go check it out. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Happy 2019. We'll see you 2020 next Sunday. It'll be a great experience. We can talk about our New Year's stuff and what happened. But awesome.
My guy.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I'm in. Filthy animal.
Wow.
Get it.
Yeah, man. It's all true. Everything you've heard, every episode, all the way over. All the things that we talk about. Jokes aside, we're all, I think, everyone who's been on this show, everyone who's come to be a guest, they're all people that one of us had seen something that was like, wow, that's a dope person. You know, they should be part of the bigger community at large, because regular listeners who have been on the show, they know when they've met other people who've been on the show, they're like, wow, okay, there really is something to be said about people who take the time to consider other people's points of views. And we take it for granted, I think, in our own lives, for, outside of socializing. For an example, with all the shit that I've been going through, like mentally, speaking on the idea of mental health, I've been paying attention to the process, not just what's going through my mind and what I'm trying to achieve, but also the process of me and how I'm achieving it. And one of the things I noticed, that it's okay to start off with anger, hate, sadness, all the things that are the primary ingredients for whatever it is you're trying to achieve. You're trying to achieve some kind of inner peace, some kind of centeredness or closure. And it's okay to start off wherever you're starting off. The important thing to do is to feel that for real. Because I've tried working out to ignore it. I've noticed that there was a period where I was binge eating right after thinking about that shit. Giving into meaningless sex or overly masturbating. Almost anything can trigger you to sort of find some kind of way out, right? And it wasn't until I gave up. And I was like, I fucking give up, man. And I just sat there for a second and really just like allowed that shit to hit me. To just sit there. Like, there's too much going on about the law of attraction, this, or you should be a more positive person, or you only the strong-minded, and all the conventional wisdom. Throw that shit out the window. There's nothing wrong with having a bad day. There's nothing wrong with feeling sad, with being angry, with being hurt. All those things are okay. Those are the starting points. The minute you can acknowledge it and really take it in, that depth of that feeling is also going to become the depth of your compassion. Because on the other side of the hurt, the anger, the hate, there are two sides of one coin, which is affection for someone else or for something, or the feeling of the absence of what you desired that didn't work out for you, right? And so if you can open your mind beyond the hurt, the hate, the anger, you'll begin to see the other person's perspective, right? The other side of it. Like, what was it they were going through that made them behave that way towards you? Or you want to look at the world at large. What kind of ills are happening in the world that continue to create those same things and injustices to happen to you or to the people that you love? Right? And once your compassion can grow to that level, that's really where the healing begins. Because once you can open your mind to the other perspectives and go outside of your head, outside of your heart, but it has to start with acknowledging the shit that you're really feeling. Like, really just turn your TV off, turn your phone off. I literally turned my phone off. Had to turn it off and just sit there in quiet. When was the last time you just sat there and it was quiet? No electronic, no Black Mirror. When was the last time you really just sat there? No music, nothing. Most of us who live in cities, most of our listeners are those people, we don't go to nature. And then when you do, you're out hiking and you're Instagramming about it. So it's not a criticism. What I'm saying is take the fucking time to take your time and chill for a second. Especially someone like me, I'm overly ambitious, and I've realized that it's been covering up a lot of insecurity about me believing that I'm not worth anything if I'm not doing something for someone or for something, some cause. And the truth is, I'm going to go into the new year a little kinder to myself and a little less overly generous out of trying to get somebody to fucking care about me. I'm just going to chill, and if I'm mad, if I'm being hateful or whatever, I'm going to take a second to acknowledge it and then try to understand where it's coming from so that I can understand where others are coming from. Because if you can't take the time to understand yourself, you'll never take the time to understand others. And so that's a long-winded way of saying have a little more compassion, because the things that you're feeling is okay. And guess what? Other people are feeling that shit too.
Yep.
Filthy animal, you son of a bitch.
Done it again.
I'm in.
Joe, take us home.
All right, well, I have 4 things that I want to talk about real quick. First and foremost, I want to give Deech a huge thanks for coming out and joining us.
Oh, no, thank you.
Doing
Nice
this
way to
thing.
go, man. Thank you.
for having me.
Super 100%. Thank you very much for coming out and enjoying this fucking 2019 blowout for us. Woo, woo, woo. Second, Second thing I want to talk about is Philly's beanie for holding on this whole goddamn time. He started with the beanie all the way in his forehead, and slowly,
It's like that Ray J episode.
slowly it started coming off, bit by bit by bit, till it was barely hanging off. So shout out to Philly's beanie.
Why you fixed it, Philly? That was hilarious when I looked over.
You see how it's barely holding on?
Jesus.
Oh shit. Okay. Third. All right. Third. Third. The Star Wars universe. I fucking love you so much. I love you so much. I love the Star Wars universe. Like, I breathe it. I live it. I honestly don't know anybody who knows more about Star Wars than I do. And that's an honest opinion. But I'm playing right now. I'm playing The Fallen Order, which is a Star Wars game. It recently came out, I think, last month. It came out last month, and it's basically a new story. You've never seen it before, about this guy. His name is Cal. It's Cal something. Esness. Anyway, he's a Padawan who lost his master during Order 66, and he went into hiding, and he got brought back out because, you know, the Order has to continue and the rebellion has to go on. So he came out, found himself, and now, like, he dove into the rebellion and fighting against the Empire. So super dope. If you fuck with PlayStation, not just PlayStation, but any platform, and you like video games, if you like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or any of those games, it's very similar. It's also kind of like Assassin's Creed. So if you fuck with those, please check out Fallen Order, Star Wars Fallen Order. It's really good. It's a good companion to just Star Wars in general. It fills in the blanks, and that's what I'm all about. So check that out. Finally, the fourth piece, and I say this in and out of the podcast. If you don't have anywhere to go, don't feel lost, hit me up. Please come find me. We have a situation happening at the crib, so please feel free to come out, have some drinks with us. Always, my crib is always open for anyone who wants to come out. And I say this every year, even before the podcast started. Don't feel lonely. Don't feel like you don't have anyone. You have us. You have me. You have the family. Please come out, have some fun, have some drinks. You know, enjoy yourself. Don't feel alone, because loneliness leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suicide. I wasn't going to go there, but hate does lead to suicide, and I fucking hate suicide. You guys know how much I hate suicide, so much to the point where I will not respect you if you commit suicide. So please allow me to respect you and come out and have some fun, have some drinks, enjoy some good company, enjoy some great conversation. 2019, you've been fucking crazy. But we fucking took you on, and we called you our dirty little bitch. And then we fucking plugged you in the butthole and said, yeah, take that, you dirty little bitch. And then we were like, yeah, you dirty little bitch. Shout out to the food dudes. Shout out to TPP. Shout out to TVP. You know, even there. You know, shout out to TSG. Guys. Thank you for listening to the fucking new podcast. We're going to be bringing this to you more and more. Shout us out. Repost us on your favorite fucking social media. Let everybody know who the fuck we are. Deech, thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
This has been the 2019 Blowout. Keenan, what's up?
I'll be at Lucky Strikes downtown for New Year's Eve. So if you can't make it to Joe's, it's a public forum. You can just come by. I'll be there 9 till midnight.
Down.
N-Y to the E.
Oh, I think you're still gonna beatbox.
Yo, who's it gonna be? I'm kicking in the rhythm, giving you something that you can be grooving. I gotta get it. The new year is here, and I don't really give a fuck if you got that fear. Gotta let it go, cause we got to go. Get the energy up, cause we don't give a fuck. Cause we're calling it out, and it's 2-0. You know that I cannot continue to be on zero. I'm going 1-0. I'm bringing it back. I gotta be like 00. They call me bomb, but you know that I'm the bomb. If you want, I can give it to you. Got the magic wand, I got the magic stick. I bring it back, and I'm just so quick. When I'm licking split, I'm bringing it back, and I'm wondering if I got it all. But I'll tell you right now that it is what it is. I bring it back, cause you thought it was gone, but I had to get you all that. I got the bomb, yo, please pack that shit. I don't usually smoke, but I might make exceptions. I'm exceptional, I'm hanging out with the crew. I'm bringing sexual energies when the ladies be coming in the room. But you know that I can't stop. Whatever you do is kinda hard for me to not stop. 2-0, coming up with 0. I can't be there, cause you know that I'ma be that. Gotta be the one, and it's a new year, baby, and you can't get it done.
Suck your man's dick. Eat buttholes.
Yeah.